I silently want to be a housewife.
Yeah.
I do.
No,
I loudly want to be a housewife.
Very loudly.
I loudly want to be like with my chest.
I don't mind being a baby machine.
You what?
Oh, hey. Okay, I know. I don't want to be a baby machine.
I'll be a baby machine.
I want to be somebody's
When I get married,
wife.
there won't be a time that you see me and I'm not pregnant. Every time you see me, I'm pregnant.
I feel like Christian people base everyone's beliefs on what they believe in so much that they don't want to hear the next person out. Like I feel like if yes you're Christian, your walls are very high about your Christianity, you're closed off, but have an ear to listen and not say something.
I feel like for other people, you have to go through those trials and tribulations. It might not look as perfectly as it might look for you.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not finding God was your mom passing.
Yeah.
Finding God was getting assaulted, you know?
Yeah.
For other people, it's living that crazy life.
Yeah.
Like you don't learn, and then one day eventually you sit down, you're like, that void was never going to be filled by alcohol, it was never going to be filled by men.
I used to be bullied like K-drama bullied. I remember like I would walk and they would literally put like their foot to trip me so I can fall.
You're lying.
I remember there was a time I was walking and they hit me at the back of my head. And I can't retaliate because they are more and I'm alone, you know? And then
You're gonna make me cry.
Friendship, what makes somebody a friend to me, right, is I think I don't befriend somebody who doesn't touch my soul.
Hello, hi, it's your girl, Mommy Dearest.
Hi, I'm Kai, aka Adi.
And welcome to Thought Digest, where we
amplify conversations.
One thought at a time, guys. So today's a very exciting.
It's about damn time,
bruh.
It's a long time coming. We've been on their show twice. Now. So we owe them like at least 4 episodes. We're gonna see them 4 times.
Always a lot.
These are our beloved hosts from Girls Night in Kutlwano and Michelle. Would you guys like to say hi?
Hi, guys.
Is that it?
Like nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not intro to the show.
They have their own show on and they don't have intros whatsoever. Every week we see them on our screens, no intro whatsoever. And you know, I realized that like nobody knows much about you guys as individuals.
That's
Even
true.
though you guys are hosts as
Really?
That's so true.
Wow. Keep us on now.
No, especially me. I feel like
Exactly.
I'm just like a person there.
Yeah, she is, Jim.
No, it's not enough. You guys host a show every week.
Yeah.
We'll see, snip,
what
and we
do they
just don't
wanna
know who
know?
you are, what you did.
We don't know what you
oversharing
like.
on social
Hey, she's
media.
like,
What you don't want to be perceived.
Yes!
It's too late for that. We know how you look in your pajamas.
And to our parents' pajamas, kitty underwear.
Exactly.
Underwear.
Exactly. And you've been in pajamas for what, 10 weeks now. on the
really?
internet.
And then people don't even know what the second name how
Exactly.
But
like
Today
second
they'll learn
name.
something.
second name.
Exactly.
Yeah, chum, yeah.
What is your second name? I can guess.
Guess.
Is it a white name? Is it an English name?
English name. Never mind.
Let me
Darling. I feel like it's one of those corny.
I say Patricia, maybe.
Chum, yeah.
Pink colored.
Pink colored.
Clarissa.
Wow.
Kayla.
No.
Courtney.
Siobhan.
Yo, that's such a beautiful name.
Oh.
Like, we were
Also,
going
it's
to the
also a
dark.
C name.
Yeah.
You have C second names.
No, it's an S. My
Sean.
dad's
Sean.
dad's son's name is Sean. He named me Siobhan.
That's a fire name. Why were you so embarrassed about it? We were going to the
That
mad.
is less embarrassing. My other name
You
is
lucky we didn't
Harriet.
say LaQuisha.
Oh no,
Harriet.
Harriet Penelope. Do you have a second name, Michelle?
Do you have one?
Michelle is my second name.
What's your first name, Michelle?
Like,
As I say, Chum, let me say it for you guys. Let me give you a clue. It was raining a few seconds ago.
Imvula.
Chum,
that's the end of the name actually.
Mapula.
almost there, but it is that way. Like, yeah. Mutlalipula.
Oh,
That's
wow.
such a beautiful name.
She came with the rain.
What the heck, bruh?
Wow. Wow.
I just stopped using it because people in Joburg, they make it seem like it's so hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Also, I feel like they're used to saying it like the Soweto people Mutlalipule instead of Mutlalipula.
That would be fine, but
Nah, but
that's
yo,
so
they're
extra
butchering
with
your
it,
name.
so it's
That's
just
a
like,
lovely name.
So you're just like,
Right?
I'm just gonna go with Michelle.
I'm just gonna go with Michelle.
and
It's
keep it
Michelle
simple.
from now on.
It's such a beautiful.
It is
I think
such
I'm
a
gonna steal
beautiful
that. No, I'm gonna steal that for my kid.
Oh really?
Yeah. Will
But it
they
must
let
rain
you?
on that day.
Will
It
your
must
husband better?
It better rain because you just named your child
That's
after
such a
Michelle.
beautiful name.
Are you like me, where like it rains every year on your birthday? Or
It rains every year on my birthday.
It's same.
Nah, it didn't rain this year. No.
Hey, Mara, this year, mucho budima rain.
No, like that's a great question. Did it rain on my birthday?
Mine, it didn't.
It would
Yeah,
explain
this
my
year-
Like it looked like it wanted to rain, and then it was just like, I'm coming. No.
And then
Oh,
no.
God. So what's been happening in you guys' lives? What are you up to? I know Michelle had a migraine.
those-
Just pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Oh
yo.
wow.
Yo, guys.
The year wasn't that bad, but it
Yeah.
was. Bad.
And that was bad. Lo nyaga lo.
What made it bad?
She want king
What?
ngaphandle.
What made it bad?
Almost.
I'm almost died.
Real.
Emotionally.
Real.
Emotionally, mentally, physically, everything.
Real.
Love life, Kali. Yonke into Kali.
Khathele,
Sharp
bro.
vibe. Mentally, I'm in 2025. Sharp
Same. I'm so
real.
done.
I'm so done with this year. It took long even to end. Like even my
Yo, it
birthday
took long.
month, it was still in November.
Yeah.
You actually, it's not ending.
Yeah.
It's not ending. And the days in November seem to be getting longer
Yeah.
and longer
Like
and
December,
longer.
November. Do you understand?
Have you started vision boarding?
I tried actually. What did I do? Oh, I like goals. Oh, I wrote down what happened this year that I don't want to happen next year.
Yeah. Do you want to
Just
share anything?
reflecting. Oh Lord.
I just pray
Damn.
that I'm
Was it
not
that bad?
soldiers.
Okay, let me
Next year.
reflect again. I feel like I just took too long to move on from situations
Yeah.
that I didn't
Yeah,
have to take
no,
that
yeah.
long to
Yeah,
move on
yeah,
from. I also feel like I just wasn't giving myself grace. And I also feel like I noticed how other people celebrate their small wins, and for
And
me,
you
I've always just
don't.
like
It's
moving
not
past
enough,
it.
you move
Yeah.
past it,
So I was like, okay, I need to stop doing
Doing
that.
that,
yeah.
I need to celebrate myself more. I need to stop being so hard on myself because I'm trying. And
It
you know,
sounds
I've been
exactly like
pushing.
me, dude.
Yeah.
I also don't celebrate small
Yeah,
wins.
it's so weird.
You just keep going, and no win feels big enough to celebrate.
Yes.
Exactly.
So
And
real.
even like when I envision the future, I also can't think of something that will be worth celebrating.
Right? I thought I was crazy. I told my sister that the other day. She was like, "No, I'm very worried about you. Like, are you okay, dude? I'm not suicidal.
But
I just don't see anything to
But
celebrate."
nothing looks
Like,
cute.
you know, it's not cute at
There's
all.
nothing to look forward to.
Even these friendships, yo, I've learned a lot about friendships this year.
Can't wait, guys. By the way,
Sharp
that's our long
vibe.
topic.
Sharp.
Cannot wait.
Even relationships, it's sharp.
You just
Mara
okay.
ke, tlhakanele out, oh,
Oh, you can't do this. You can't
Oh,
keep doing this.
ke tlo mo nyala, se ba tlo nyala, ke tlo mo nyala.
You will be the one to propose.
Please
Kona
don't
on one
propose.
knee.
I don't do that. Oh, no.
For
Oh,
my
no.
sake, have pride. But you do have too much pride to propose.
Yeah, no, too
Yeah,
much.
no, I can.
Yeah.
It's written all over your face. No.
I'm such a sweetheart.
but a sweetheart enough to propose.
So, mara ke
Never.
sweetheart, ba botse, kopo- I can't remember, they don't
Yeah,
know about us.
sweetheart, but not propose. None of us here on this couch are proposing.
Okay,
Please.
no, I won't do that. I'm sorry.
no
Please.
I believe that he must go on that knee. Sorry, not me.
What is the longest you'll wait before he proposes?
Like if we're dating,
Mm.
2 years.
Real.
Okay.
Same.
Very reasonable. Same.
Yeah, same.
No, go
Same.
6 months. Gore I propose. I tlogana le nna, bona gore- No, but it was the other way around.
You wait, what?
Yeah.
Kutlwano's internal dialogue is very concerning.
So you are the one who ended the relationship up.
It was very.
It
Yeah, it took a
wasn't
very dark
serving.
turn. Like it was all like it was rainbows and unicorns and
Until?
sunshine and wow, I want to live in this forever. Yo, nightmare on Kutlwano Street.
Street.
Not even Elm Street, my street. I almost died, guys. And then he went for someone totally opposite, like.
What? Men tend to
For
do
real.
that.
And it wasn't even a thing of 1 week. No, I found out the next day after.
You're
Rivan.
lying.
They live together, like the soccer gaming together. Come on now.
When did it? Should she existed before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she's
did.
been
I found
there.
out like after that. Oh, she existed
Yeah,
like
yeah.
before, and I was like, "Excuse me, nigga, like."
Dude, the toll that takes on your mental health is really your.
Because I was loyal throughout the whole relationship.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he would go through my phone. Obviously, you're gonna find people who are but I didn't cheat. Like, it was mainly people trying to get with me, and I'd just give one-word answers because I'm not a rude person. And then he took that as, yeah, you're cheating.
But I feel like those are the signs. Clear signs. Once a guy wants to go through your phone,
Yeah,
and
and
he starts questioning. That's when you know
he's doing
so
shit.
true.
either you're very insecure or you're a cheater.
Nah, that is so true. Like once someone start asking you, so you with this person, also you with that, you doing this, you doing that,
And having your life location.
they are projecting.
Like I thought, I was like, when I reflected, I'm like, I was actually insane. This person had my live location. He could have done crazy things to me and y'all wouldn't even know.
Guys, dating is crazy.
Right?
Oh.
Why are you guys looking at me?
because like I
sign
don't know,
us
like
to
language.
I was on top and behind the scenes, so I was asking for
No,
something.
no, relationships, you know.
Also, like the toll of him ending up with somebody completely opposite.
Like, she knows that you know, friend. Like, he went. It's not even left.
And you know what's funny? I used to hate it because people used to be like, I started seeing someone and they were like, oh my God, I look like that person. And I would hate it. But then I was like, if he went for like the complete opposite,
It would hurt even more.
that would fuck me up.
Bro, because you think about it, it's okay.
I'm so cute, very demure, very mindful, very ladylike, very classy, and she's out there. Like, she's just Y2K, everything. Like, we're so not, like, we're very different.
It makes you question a
Yeah.
lot
It's
like,
about
was I
yourself.
living your time?
That's real.
Or were you just trying to get with a fine babe like me?
Like,
Brr.
what if you were even out of
something,
his
your
league?
ego or something.
No.
I'm like, or I don't know, you wanna live this fantasy life.
Yeah, no, he was trying it out.
Yeah, no,
This
wow.
is too much. Let me go back to my types.
At least she's thinking of it that way. That like,
Real.
In a
you know,
positive
in
way.
a positive
I would have
way.
been like,
No, but I'm out of his league though.
See,
Period.
positive way.
Period.
Tina will sit
I
there and be
would have
like,
been in bed like,
I
never
was.
good enough.
Excuse me, I was. Now I'm fine. Okay, all night.
okay, okay, that's fair. That's better.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move into our girl chat. Do you want to share a life update?
Oh, yo, shame. I'm just a sick girl, guys.
Yeah,
Today-
guys, Paul's not
today-
feeling well.
Yeah, today I'm just here, y'all. I'm just here. I'm just like, okay, I'm in the conversation. But to be honest, I don't want to lie. I am enjoying watching you guys and listening to you guys. It's actually so
they're very
nice.
entertaining
Like
too.
the stories, I'm just like, oh my God.
They're very
Like I
entertaining.
keep telling the
Is
same
this
story
how
though.
it be when I'm on your guys' couch?
They're
They're like, wow, they
entertaining.
have really interesting lives.
You guys have interesting
You guys have
lives.
interesting lives. Like I don't wanna lie.
No.
When I'm with Kutlwano and Michelle, it just feels like it's like an extension of like
It doesn't feel forced,
It
right?
doesn't. Thank you so much. Like,
we gel, man, ragel.
And I think like you guys just have an open energy as well. Because the
Yes.
first time that we went to girls' night in, like we just walked in and Kutlwano's already telling us about Angazi. I don't even remember.
Yes,
Like,
we
just
were already venting.
She's already venting as if we know the characters in her story.
Yeah.
She's already like person
y'all
A,
already
person B,
knew
and I'm like,
y'all even knew about Abuti Nice Guy.
Like we know, right? And then that makes you more comfortable to also share. Like
that's
literally,
real.
even like we were with them on Sunday. Like we literally got in, I put my bag, and then we just
You
started.
even found out something new about it that I didn't know.
what is that?
That guy.
Oh, hey, wait, now
That guy.
you have secrets. All right, let's move into our girl chat segment. And today we're going to be discussing hot girl summer do's and don'ts, because it's December, it's getting hot, it's also festive, you know what I'm saying? We outside. So, and these girls are usually life of the party. Yo.
Usually, I don't know about usually.
And the shame
Well, most of the time.
for me
a lot of
all
time.
the time.
Yeah, you guys are life of the yo. I thought I was talkative, and then I met Kutlwano and Michelle.
I don't think they're more talkative. I think they as talkative. Like they give off the same energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
don't lie.
Like it's like I wonder why we haven't done like a sleep. But if we did a sleepover,
Oh,
would
the
even
sleep
sleep.
part
Emotional
wouldn't be there.
roller
It would just you guys.
It
coming
would be an
over.
over.
Like,
It
it's
would
not
be
an
an
over.
over.
It's an
No
over.
sleep.
No
I
There
hear
wouldn't be
that.
any sleep.
Okay, the first do, very simple, hot girl summer do, is sunscreen.
of course, see, do it
Definitely.
Do you
more.
use
Even in
sunscreen,
winter,
Kutlwano?
yeah.
Okay. Do
I
you
have
use
a lot
it?
of
Definitely.
skin
I do.
problems. I
Okay.
have to.
Okay.
Like
Do you use
same,
sunscreen?
like I wear sunscreen, guys.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I only on my face.
Same. I do it on my face most of the time.
Same.
most of I think the only time I think of my body is if I'm at the beach.
Yes,
And then that's the only time I'm like, my body still needs sunscreen.
Yeah.
But my
But your
face,
bo-
I don't miss. I don't
every
miss.
Okay, same.
Even
Okay,
if
but
I'm
not
not
every day.
outside.
Let me not sit here and lie, guys.
I don't see my like my
every
skin
day.
day. I feel like every day. Yeah.
For me, every
I wish I had
day.
that discipline. It's just heavy, guys. Sunscreen is flipping heavy, and then it gets hot. Or let's say you sweat, and then the sweat goes into your eyes, and it starts burning.
It does burn. It does cause the burn.
Whoa.
The sunscreen
I
will
use
burn
the
your eyes.
Eucerin one that burns my eyes. That one
Yeah.
burns my the
Yeah, it
the
also
orange
burns
one.
my eyes.
Orange one,
No,
yeah.
it burns my eyes. I think.
Clarence is Clarins.
Yeah, Clarence, I know it. She's
You
bougie.
guys,
She bougie like that. That's why that man was out of her league. No, you were out of his league. Yes.
Okay, how come summer don't go home with strangers?
Of course.
Obviously.
Like,
I don't
Especially
think.
now in December, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
dangerous.
You guys have never gone home with a stranger?
why?
Wait, like.
No, why are you guys looking at me like I did? I was just asking.
No, why are you asking us if we have?
You feel like if you said never, you have never
Like,
done.
oh, you guys haven't done it?
Yeah, and she's making it seem like it's a normal thing. Like,
So you haven't?
No, because I've heard a lot of stories of people who have. That's the thing.
About having
Because,
it?
like, you know, what
In this
if I love
country.
in the
Like-
club, eh?
In the club, in South
Club in the
Africa.
club, and then, you know,
In South
the
Africa.
vibes were
Let's
vibing.
exchange numbers. I'll see you.
I love you guys. You guys are
I am
very
pro
woke.
that. I love that energy. You guys are people I go out with. I remember there was a girl who literally wanted to go home with the stranger so bad, and they're calling me that this girl wants to go home with the stranger, and then I have to call the bouncers of the club and say, please. I called the manager. I was like, please don't let her go home with that guy. She ended up fighting the bouncers. They let her go.
With
How
the
did
guy.
you let
With the
fight
guy.
in the
And then
club?
funny enough, the guy is the one calling me, telling me that, oh, she's safe. I even gave your friends a picture of my ID. How desperate was that man for sex? How desperate must he have been?
Sana, when you
Picture
go
your
relief 5 friends, I'm a
ID.
relief 5. There's no, you clear relief 5 friends, I'm a relief 4 after that, no.
There's no such thing.
I'm never going with
I was
you.
like, I'm never going out with that girl. It was the first time.
And the
I hope
last
you
time.
actually
the
didn't go
last
with
time.
her.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, thank God I have the kind of friends who wanna go home
Nah.
to the club, not the ones who
Not-
want to stay behind.
Okay, tomorrow stop at home, feel
Okay, KFC real.
Yeah, but then you live together. As long
Yeah,
as
we
we
live
live
together.
Yeah.
Okay. Hako Summer do is capture the moment. These are so cute, like corny. Capture the moment.
Do
So
we
like
capture
have
moment?
vlogs,
forget.
We be having
pictures.
so
But
much
you capture the
fun.
moment. I've seen like your stories. You always get your fit on your
I feel like she's
stories.
more
I try.
active there,
Yeah.
especially on
I
Instagram.
try.
Oh, I don't see no stories from you,
Me,
girl.
I disappear and then one day I'm back and
Like
then
one
I'm gone again.
you'll post like maybe 2 stories. You're out dinner or like lunch, clink clink, and then we don't see you for the next few days. And it's like, what happened
I
after
said-
that?
Did you even finish
That's
the
my goal for
vlog?
next year. I need to do better.
Did
I
you finish
did,
the
I
vlog?
did, I
Okay,
did.
okay.
I shall now make a video, a reel of us together. She would ask me for videos. Choming send a video when we're together at Kokaikai.
Guys, it's
I
summer.
forget.
We're living it up. Capture the moment. Take
Yes.
pictures.
The
And you guys dress really well too. So
You do. You
should take the picture. Okay, Hako Summer don't is fight. Physical fights. Ooh, why is she looking at you? Why is she looking
No,
at you?
it's all there. Don't talk about it.
Do you have
Because we know.
secrets?
No. But
Okay.
don't touch me as my friend because I will kill you.
So you be physically fighting, Kutlwano?
No, but like
When
don't
was the
touch
last time you got into a physical altercation?
Yo, wow. When was it, Ben?
If it was this year.
This year.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was.
Kutlwano, you're fighting people. Why?
Man, Joely, I mean, like,
And the hood in
like a
Kutlwano
dance
comes
move.
out for this girl.
this.
You can take me out of the
Okay,
ghetto,
But
but
you
you can't take the
get
ghetto out of me.
Also considering the fact that I went to a colored high school in El Dorado Park. Oh, come on.
Yo, colored girls love to
on.
fight. Yo,
I
colored
remember there
girls
was a
love to
girl
fight.
in my school who came from like a high school in El Dorado Park, and she came to my school because she was expelled from that high school
Yo.
because she threw the girl out the window. Like, how do you fight someone and throw them out the
And
window?
that can make you very
Sana,
strong.
I
Yo,
feel
that
that-
girl, the whole school was scared of her
Have
when
you
she came.
Like, have you witnessed a fight after school in Aldo's? Like, this, chairs, those old chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll break the thingy, like the wooden thingy, and if it's like a fight between boys and your friend is about to fight and it's like a catch me after school type of vibe, the guy was like literally standing here. They hit him with that chair thingy. He was bleeding. They rushed him to the ER. I was like, But do I really want to be here?
Is this my
That was
environment?
so traumatic. I'll never forget that day ever. No.
Yeah.
He has a stitch till today.
In my hood, now I live in the east, and there's this high school, Malvern High. My sister attends it. I think 2 weeks in a row, like week after week, somebody got stabbed at school. Like somebody came to
keep it fast.
The same guy.
stabbed. No, like
Oh, okay.
two different people came and they stabbed over girls. That's
No,
the
but it happens, hey?
In the
Like it really
east.
happens.
It
Like
does,
colored
like-
boys don't play about their girlfriends, hey? Bakafanyana.
I think
But
it's
also
certain
gangster
schools.
love.
I think it's certain
Gangsta.
schools.
Like, oh, you want to stab him for me?
I feel like I'm just sitting here trying to imagine how I would react if my friend started hitting me.
Yo,
I
I think we'd never
I
get
don't
back
know.
to being friends
Your
again.
friend started hitting you.
Yeah, like we got in a fight.
Oh,
Like
that's definitely
you're beating me
grounds.
up. Like girl,
Not even grounds,
what are
we're
you
done,
doing?
hey? Like, we're done.
I never want to speak
I
to you
also would
again.
never look at you the same again. Like you put your hands on me. We could have just
What?
had
Yeah,
a
what would
verbal
lead? Yeah,
disagreement.
what would lead to you wanting to beat me up as your friend?
Right?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Like I'm trying to think, like what
Like,
would
I don't
cause
see
someone
myself-
angry?
right?
Okay.
Like
To
as
that
my friend,
point.
like we'll find.
Yeah,
you
like-
really think I deserve a slap? Like,
Yeah.
Not even, bruh, not even a pinch. Why are you touch? We can talk it out if you love me.
if
Bruh.
you love me, if
There were
you
two
love
best
me.
friends like who like in my varsity. These people did law. They are on their 3rd year of law. They've been friends since first year. Like they peas in a pod. You see, like Michelle and Kutlwano, like always together type of
Yeah.
thing. The one friend stabbed the other one 3
Stabbed.
times. Yes, stabbed him 3 times at Rez and left him to bleed in the middle of like the quad and left to die.
He died.
And then when they asked
That's
what the
giving
fight
me
was
goosebumps.
about,
Right.
when they asked them what the fight was about, apparently it was like something stupid. It was like a stupid argument. Like it wasn't even like somebody said some.
Yeah.
Like it was literally maybe a fight of like why did you send me to fetch the class or something like that.
Matimon,
Yeah,
Matimon.
That was never your
Sometimes-
friend.
That was never your
Yeah.
friend.
Sometimes it builds up.
Because sometimes in friendships you don't talk about the things that are bothering you because you want to
Yes,
keep it.
you want to
Yeah,
keep the
the
peace.
jolly, yeah.
You wanna
No,
keep
that's
the
what
peace.
happened.
Rainbows
I
and
think it
sunshine
builds
all
up.
the time.
Another do is have a budget.
Yes.
Okay.
I know they're gonna say we're wrong for this one. Remember we had this chat, Limunaka and Peachy, Sia,
Oh,
and we're saying like as
yes.
friends, you need to have money.
Do you guys budget?
No.
No, I have money and budget your money well.
But like, I took it as if we're going somewhere, have a budget.
Have a
for where
budget
we're
for
going.
yourself.
Don't be the friend who's like, unless it's a last minute thing and you're like, oh, Chumi, I don't have it, and we're like, okay, we got you. But if we're saying, okay, Kari 16, we're going here. Oh.
when I got 16, you shot
okay.
500, my sister.
Okay. No, there's no way I'm shooting 500.
December,
500 is a
guys.
lot
It's
of
December.
money.
If we're
No,
planning
they're saying
trips-
that like if it was like a planned thing, like
Yeah.
so if like for a month we knew that on this date we are going here, and then you chose to come without any money,
Yeah.
then it's a problem.
really unfair,
But then
yeah.
like if it was a thing of like, oh, it was on the date, then we made spontaneous
Yeah, it's
decisions,
like
and
then
then
we
she's
should
like,
understand.
"Show me
Yeah.
up
Okay, in a
now."
case like that, like let's say you guys plan girls trip to Harties, né? And each person's contribution was maybe let's say 3,000
Yeah.
minimum, right? And then somebody pulls up on the day, no money, no contribution, wada
We
wada.
planned this.
Yes, you
prior.
planned it. Do you tell her to go home?
You don't have to tell
Oh.
her. You drive the car without her inside.
Because we've been in like a situation like that. Well, they had planned this Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah.
And then she told me on the day, and I was broke. But my girl said, let's go to Harties. I almost forgot. Let's go into
Yeah,
that
you see?
boat. But,
But she told you on the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Planned or not.
No,
like,
let's say you
yeah.
planned. You
Planned, I
guys
had my
were,
sister
even in the
stay
group
home.
But
chat,
I
this
feel like
person
if
was
we plan,
active.
for us, what we do is we're taking out the money as we're planning.
Yeah.
So when we get there, the 3K
Yes.
that was supposed to be spent there is
It's already
there.
yes, it's
Yeah.
already in
So if
someone's
there's an
account.
emergency, then people who have money will contribute. Like maybe if we get there and they're like, we thought the boat cruise was only gonna be
250.
you know, then it turns
Yeah.
out it's more, then we'll help.
Yeah.
But
The question is,
Yeah.
do you leave the person there?
Yeah, you leave them because like
I don't think
they were
you-
not considerate for you. Imagine Ripelenile, you didn't communicate this whole time.
But I don't think I'm that
You
evil.
took-
I wouldn't
Yeah,
have it in me.
you're saying
I'm
it
sorry.
in theory
Yeah,
now.
I'm
It
saying
makes
yes, 'cause I
but
don't
then and then when your friend is there with her bags and all of
I
that,
think
and
we
she's
all
No,
contribute,
you see
but
me-
we'll never invite you again.
Yeah, it
this
will
is
be the
your
last
last
time.
chance.
Shemane va re sa o eda, go
Ah,
Kutlwano.
you will
you
never.
see, me,
bad.
I would be the friend to be the friend. You know, the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
I'll be the sacrificial lamb because like for me, it's like I'm very like conscious of being like very considerate for people, because I do understand that there's certain times where like there's certain situations, there's emergencies, whatever can happen.
Yeah.
But like if I truly like it truly couldn't happen, it was not last minute, it was planned over a month ago, 2 months ago, and I still was unable to raise 3,000 rand, then it's a sign that I shouldn't go. So then I would expect someone else to have that same mentality. Or even if they really want to go and they don't have the money, to communicate before they even pack their bags and get there. And communicate that. Because the fact that you packed your bags and you got there and you stood and you just looked at us and you waited for something, that's very sus. So for that, I would leave you. But if you told me like at home and said, Chomi, I would have really loved to come, but I don't have money, then we have a conversation as people and say, this person wants to come, but they don't have money. How much can we take out together? You see, that's consideration.
We need that one friend.
Actually,
I'm not that
we
friend,
do.
but she's necessary.
I don't mind being
try.
enemy of all.
Yeah, you.
I wouldn't know. None of my girls trips have ever made it out the group.
No, let's have one next year that makes it out the group chat.
And I think as much as we'll try.
We'll budget.
Budget.
Like, Michelle and I just believe that money will come back. Like, we'll spend it and say, Izobuya.
Hey, what a scary way to live. There's about to bump 14 days lockdown.
Then I saw movie.
But when you're holding it like this, that's when problems
Girl,
come.
man.
I used to think like that. Now I budget. I used to
She was
think like
telling us
that.
about specials the other day. I'm like, oh, you
I wanna
search
be like
for
her,
specials?
yes.
They don't have
Specials
no,
on what?
like
At the
they don't
store.
have. She only got a smart shopper because they forced her to get a smart shopper. Like I'm for deals on deals on deals. I have varsity vibe. I have a
Bella
smart
has money.
shopper. I
Let's
have
discuss
extra
this
savings.
first of all.
That's the responsible.
She has money. First it's Clarence sunscreen. Then it's no smart shopper.
Then
no,
she doesn't budget.
No budget.
Like, guys, okay, we're talking smart shop, actually. Like, what's the
you
point of
like
having
things
it?
are cheaper when you have the smart shopper card.
But I get
Like
you
it
guys.
takes off maybe 30 rand, 50 rand, maybe from your shopping cart. But when you accumulate those 30 rand, 50 rands, it actually feels then like a save.
And you can use, like, sometimes when you get enough points, you can use the points on that smart shopper to buy something.
Yes.
So you wouldn't need money.
It's like a clicks card. I remember like
She doesn't have a click card.
oh damn.
Forget about the card.
The
I just got a
reason I don't
discount
have
card,
it because
though.
I always lose them.
Yeah, I just got a new Discount card.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mara,
money.
this cam is nice because it's digital.
What does it do also
Yeah,
that
this
way?
would just come. They can.
Same.
So like every
I
time
don't
you
think I
every
would
time
watch
you
on
buy
it.
collects points, there was a time where I had like 400 in my Discount card and I was able to like get like toiletries
Yeah.
without spending money.
So you can tap that card without money.
If you have enough
the
points. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hot girl summer, don't wear uncomfortable clothing. And what I meant by this is like, for me, I feel like the bubble skirt is so uncomfortable.
What's the bubble skirt?
That's
don't own
that.
one.
I
How do you
own one, but
explain
like,
about
The
I have
skirt
it.
that's like
Yes.
But I have a
It's
dress that's similar. But
the bubble dresses, I feel like, now when I spoke about this, the bubble dresses make sense because they tend to be longer than the bubble skirt. The bubble skirt comes here, and then obviously the women who are gifted here at the back, you can see it hang out. And for me, that's very uncomfortable for you. Like, there's no way you're going to feel comfortable 24/7 if that's what you're wearing. Like,
feel
some
comfortable.
people love their bums out.
really?
yeah, that's true. Some people do feel I feel like, but also like it's also dressing for your body type.
Yes.
There's some people who can get away with that, feel comfortable, and
It looks
maybe turn a
sexy.
few faces, but like it does look sexy. And then I remember there's a girl who was trending on TikTok because she was wearing that same skirt, but like she was not built for that skirt. And people were like, "Girl, no." And they let you go outside. Like she trended. Like so many people stitched her video, and they were like, "Hell nah."
Azali, like.
Like stop that.
Guys, I can't think of that being comfortable. Like, what if it rains? Now you got rainwater up your booty cheeks.
They don't care, honey. They don't care. They want to have
That's
a good
true.
time and look
That's
good.
true.
But it generally just, I feel like a hot girl summer do is just wear something comfortable, not something that you have to always fix. You know what I'm saying?
As long
like-
as it's sexy, wear it. And you're young.
Wow.
I say wear it.
We're on opposite sides of this argument now. Michelle said,
And
you
it's
know
actually
what?
like, if it looks good
Yeah.
and you're not hanging in a weird way, just wear it. You're
Yeah.
young.
As long as
you're
it
sexy,
suits
life
so
is
bums.
too short.
So skinny.
You're like
You're
my
gonna be
mother.
50 one day and you're not gonna be able to wear it. So wear it now.
I literally
that
has my
argument.
mom's like mentality.
Yeah.
My mom encourages like wearing short stuff. She's like, wear short, wear
Yeah.
short. Like my mom
My mom
wants short. Like she's like, you have beautiful legs.
Yeah.
You are young.
You must-
go get
Yes,
short.
get the man, because when you're
Short,
35,
50 one day looking
okay,
at
but
a
I'm
young
50
girl,
to
jealous
35 who's a
that they
gym,
get
and
to
I
do it.
study like than you.
My mother's like, if there's anyone who looks like, even when I was younger, because like we would be wearing shorts and stuff like that, and of course, like
Yeah.
the more conservative people would be like, wow, tlogela ngwana apare short, eh."
Ngwana
Then
ha-
my mother would be like, why are you sexualizing ngwanaka?
Yeah.
My
Why
mom would
do you
ask
have
you
lust
first,
for
so
my child?
why are you asking me about my parenting? Ukanakai.
Like even
And we
me, guys, I
regular
used to wear a
short-
short skirt in
how I
high
reka,
school.
so why
You know,
would-
they put me in a circle in high school because I'm like, wow, papa. And
Yo,
then I'm like,
actually.
I'm just a girl.
She
And then
always
I
talks
only
about
found out
this.
years later that apparently they were saying I was in grade 4. They were saying I'm dating a guy in grade 7. I'm like,
Just
chill.
because of your
I don't even
skirts.
know. I was only focused on Justin Bieber at that time. I
Baby,
didn't care
baby,
about
no
anything.
bad.
That's
I
the love
didn't
of your
even like
life.
black guys at that time. I was like, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
And I was like, guys, la project, they're your own things on me.
Okay, I agree. There is like a sexy way to show off legs. Just make it comfortable at least. Be comfortable.
Dress for your body type. I'm pro dress for your body type.
Same. I think one more hot girl summer do is stay vigilant. So I said this because of I don't know if you guys saw Jada King's story time.
Yeah,
on TikTok where she was out with her friends and she had just left her phone on her lap for a few seconds,
Yeah.
and one of the photographer, it wasn't a photographer but the brother of the photographer, whatever the case may be,
Took the phone.
snatched the phone, and thankfully they were able to see it on
camera.
the
she
CCTV,
got it back, right?
and she got it back. So I just think like a hot girl summer do is just be very
Because
vigilant.
girls are thieves.
Girls are
But it
thieves,
was
guys
guys
are
who
thieves.
sold
It was
the
But
guys.
I'm just saying, girls are thieves.
Everybody's capable of being a
Everybody's
thief
capable,
at this point,
right?
and more than
Girls are
being
thieves.
and more than being a thief, I think like we also have heard too many stories of like the friends selling each other, and you know what I'm saying.
Spiking of
Mara,
trade.
hasi friend. Oh, yeah, hasi friend. Oh, rekisang. That's
Obviously,
not a
you're not
friend.
gonna think that in the
That's
moment.
real,
They win your
real.
trust enough to make you
everyone
think,
is looking
yeah.
out for your
That's
best
true.
interest.
So be very vigilant, even if you're around like people who are familiar.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
your
true.
drink in your hand.
That's
Keep
true.
your phone nearby. Make sure you have a way to go home. This one of going to the venue without knowing how you're gonna get home.
Yeah.
Very tricky, that one. Very
Another problem.
Do you know how a lot of people do that?
That's true.
Bazama imali yokuza bese leyo kubuya.
That is so
They
true.
don't know where they're
And
gonna
a
get
lot
it.
of
Don't do
concerts
that.
and events are happening now, guys. We need to be careful.
Actually,
Make me
Have a good
sweat.
time, but be careful.
Make me
yes, be very
water.
careful. Okay, awesome. That's it for our girl chat. Very simple, do's and don'ts. And now we're gonna move on to our game, which is titled Hot Takes. So I'm going to share a hot take, and the ladies will either disagree or agree, and share why they agree or disagree with that hot take. Yes. So everybody has their own cards. Mine is right.
Oh, where's
Yeah. Agree or disagree. Okay, the first one is skinny jeans will never make a comeback, and that's okay.
Depends on women. Yes. On men, no.
I disagree.
I also
What?
disagree.
What? What?
People know how to dress. People, like, we're very woke now, hey? People
Yeah.
can make skinny jeans look good.
Men.
Yeah. Oh,
Men.
Not men, but like
That's what
some
I'm
of
saying,
them
like,
but
can.
some skinny guys look
Some
good.
guys, yeah.
Skinny guys.
No.
I don't want to body shame.
Guys, no, we have fashion icons out there.
Yeah,
Don't sleep
people
on
make it
them.
look good.
But then
Guys,
how
okay.
many hours?
After this, please share a picture of a guy who looks good
I
in a
will.
skinny jean
I will.
in
I
2024.
will, definitely.
What are guys wearing in
And he better be
2024?
like
Not skinny
Not
jeans.
a skinny jean.
What are they wearing?
Everything
Not a
baggy.
They're wearing jaws, they're wearing capris,
I was
they're wearing
about to say
cargos,
German,
they're
I
wearing
can't
wide
do
leg
the parang skinny jean. I don't
pants.
like
Very
them.
wide. Like I like. Ooh.
You're
The type
telling
of
me
men
skinny
I
guys
like.
are only wearing baggy jeans right now.
Not baggy. It
Carrot
doesn't have to be
top.
baggy. Do you know like this white boy like
Yeah.
golf type aesthetic? It's not baggy.
Oh,
but
yes,
it's you know like Nara Smith's husband. He's a skinny guy.
Yeah.
But then he looks good. Have you ever seen him in a skinny jean in 2024?
Yes.
No.
But I've seen people in the
I'll
club
look for a
wearing
picture
skinny
and I'll
jeans,
show you.
guys.
He was always 2024. The only skinny jean pictures
Also,
of him
how
we
come
get
dress code
2016.
doesn't apply to guys in the club?
I
Because
also-
you
I was
can't come
gonna
into the
say-
club with skinny jeans.
I
No,
feel like
dress code
fashion
does
trends
apply.
only
Oh, does
apply
it? Okay.
on social media.
That gives me
In
peace
real
of
life,
mind.
people wear whatever they want to wear. Hey, even if it was a trend,
Yeah.
2 years back.
That's
Even
true.
if
But
you,
what
if you still
wear
have it
bata?
and it looks good on you, people are gonna wear it.
Yo, my ex
Not
loves
skinny
skinny
jeans.
jeans. I tried to get him, like, you know, you try to break someone
When
off
I'm
the
worried
chains.
about you.
Yo, I try to break.
All her exes and issues.
Something, there's always a story.
No, but he was a good man, Savannah. He was a good man. He
Ah.
took care of
Did
me
he
in
give you
all
money?
ways. Yes, he was a good man,
That's the
Savannah.
only thing that matters.
No, that nigga used to take care of me.
That's a good man, Savannah.
So the skinny jeans didn't matter because you took care
Yeah,
of
bro.
You overlooked the skinny jeans.
Financially, mentally, he took care of me. I closed my eyes.
A lot of things don't matter.
You were just feeling like custard. That's
Bruh,
why. Yes,
I was
baby.
a baby. I didn't care.
that's
I didn't care.
Okay, the next one is reality TV is more entertaining than scripted dramas.
It used to be, but I kind of know.
I can show.
What is scripted dramas actually? What do
Like
you mean?
series,
Okay, no, I agree though. I
soapies,
agree.
all of that.
Oh, okay, then I
I'm gonna
disagree.
disagree because
can
even
show.
reality TV is scripted.
Yes. That's like a hacky
Yes,
show.
but even the scripted reality for me is so much better.
Here's my answer.
Yo, and that I don't know, that means a lot coming from her because she watches a lot of reality TV too and like scripted shows.
I also watch a lot of reality TV, but now that I know it's scripted,
Yeah,
I'm like, nah.
So it's not
It
scripted.
used to be so good. Reality TV used to eat, guys. Remember
Real.
like Love and Hip
Love and Hip Hop.
like the Real Housewives of Potomac
That
and
was-
all those things. I
Guys, that
used
was
to
good.
go down. Oh, Posha, oh, Banbadi, guys. It used to
I
go
agree.
down.
Love and Hip Hop used to be good. Even
Like,
Black Ink.
Portia
Crew.
Steele.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Black Ink with Sky and
Yes,
everybody.
yes,
I used to love that TV,
I
but
know.
not anymore.
Guys, TV
Yeah,
is
no,
so
it's
boring
just-
now, hey?
Not
There's
anymore.
nothing to watch on TV.
Like
Yeah,
even
I also go
Baddies,
in the
you see
middle like
Baddies,
this.
the one that's currently out. It was nice the first season when the
Yeah.
fights were not like frequent and
Yes.
planned. Because now it's like you can't, guys. Even
I
at
don't think the fights are planned.
Mara,
I
at
just
an
feel like the
audition-
ladies want a storyline so bad
Yes.
that they just want to fight. Because there was now recently the other new girl was fighting Scotty Land. Is it Scotty Land? Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, I want to fight you. Run up. You don't have a story. You're so boring. Why do you want to
What
fight
the
me? Because I'm
heck?
boring. Like, are you
And these people
insane?
fight each other in the audition.
I
But
think
then
I think that's
apparently-
where they lost it.
But
the
apparently
auditions.
it's also written in the contract though. Like apparently like the
Yeah,
contract
you must
that they
at least
signed-
fight once
Yes, you
in the
must at least
contract, yeah.
exactly. So they need to make up a fight. Can you see? Boring.
Because even Natalie,
Okay,
now
actually,
Natalie wants
yeah.
Bora Shem. Natalie.
That
What
is
about like The
boring.
Bachelorette? Like
Yo,
the
that
It's
is
also
boring now
scripted.
as well. I don't. I haven't
Big
watched
Brother
the.
is scripted. Oh yeah.
No, it's not. It's not.
Majority of it is boring and then only like entertainment.
Yeah, it's like 3 months
Okay,
long.
I'm also
so
gonna
it's not
disagree.
Like I'm disagreeing.
I don't
guys.
even remember the question.
Like is reality,
reality-
TV better than
Yeah.
That's why,
the drama,
man,
the
that's
series?
why.
That's hard.
That's one.
Okay. The next one is hold on. The hustle culture mentality is toxic.
Disagree.
No, I disagree.
I don't know why I agree, but I agree.
So because you just don't like manual labor, you don't like hustling.
Not for you, for a man.
For a man, it's very hustle. Hustle. For a man, you need to hustle.
Sometimes she doesn't like manual
I just
labor.
feel like
Michelle doesn't want to
in
lift
common.
a finger.
You know
Like,
what?
Michelle and
I
I
feel
will
like
have
she
to
just
go.
wants to be putting like
Like no, for
Yeah.
a man must hustle.
But what I want
For
to
me,
say is,
I agree. It's
it doesn't
toxic.
make sense that women now we have to have
I don't know.
a 9 to 5 on the side. You have this business, you have this other business,
And
and, then
then
you're
you
expected
come
to be a
home
mom.
and
You're expected to be a
cook
good
and yeah.
wife. You need to be in your feminine.
So
when
shall
you're,
we bring
when
back
you're hustling, you're
men
in
must
your
work?
masculine. You get me? So men must be in their masculine and hustle.
So bring
We
back
must
men
be-
must hustle, you must stay at home.
Not necessarily stay at home, but I don't need to hustle.
like that don't abuse me.
I hear her fully.
I don't
guys.
need
That's
to
what
hustle.
housewives.
Michelle can take my
It's
place.
giving. I silently want to be a housewife.
Yeah.
I do
No,
loudly.
I want.
Silently, very
I loudly want to be a housewife.
Very loudly.
I loudly
I
want to be like with my chest.
I don't mind being a baby machine.
You
What?
Know? Oh, hey. Okay, I
No.
I don't want to be a baby machine.
I'll be a baby machine.
I wanna
guys.
I want to
soft
be
life.
somebody's
When I get
wife.
married, there won't be a time that you see me and I'm not pregnant. Every time you see me, I'm pregnant.
Yes,
You gotta think I'm joking.
so many feminists are gonna be so angry.
Bro, they're gonna be angry.
Feminists are
But
gonna be
let's
so
be
angry.
honest,
I don't
guys.
care.
I know, guys. Hustling, I was not built for hustle. Nah, I don't
Hustling
wanna
is hard on
hustle.
us women. Look at me. I've been
Yeah.
having migraines, guys. It's because this year has been tough on me. End of the year,
The migraines landed us in hospital.
It's because of hustle
That's
culture.
true. Like the sickness I have now stems from hustling.
Hustling. No,
Like I
for
was
Me
not
being
built
tired
for
now
this.
is
hustling. You want a raise because you're tired of
hustling.
Yeah, no.
honestly.
Guys. Alright, the next one is people weaponize mental health to avoid criticism for their behavior.
Agree.
Sorry. It's Rampedi. Oh, yo, agree.
Fully. Need we say more?
Yo, I've been watching 90 Day Fiancé. I want to say this. And there's this guy with, I think he has autism.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh,
And
yes.
I feel like
is it
now
Niles?
he's doing too much.
Niles,
Yes. I'm like,
Niles.
now every time the lady wants to argue, he's like, you know, I have
Autism.
I'm
I
too slow.
hear
My
you, I
brain
hear
takes
you.
longer to function, and I'm just like that.
Yeah, and then he
Now-
does this thing called masking, where he lies in the moment to make her happy,
better, yes.
and then later on he'll tell the truth and say no, it's because of autism
not
that,
even
that
And
I
now
was
she
masking.
looks like the bad guy.
Yeah.
90 Day Fiancé.
Also, she's very understanding.
I know the
She
show.
agrees.
I
She
know the
wants
show, but I'm
that
not watching
visa.
it.
She needs a visa. Yeah, she wants that.
No,
visa.
No, I think she genuinely loves him.
No, but she's
I think she genuinely loves
yeah,
him.
she seems genuine.
Because she was so disappointed when
I'll
they couldn't
watch
have
it and I'll
sex.
judge.
Really?
Yeah, there's one
I only
snippet
watch
that
it
I
on
saw.
TikTok, so I don't know
Yeah,
what's
I also
really
watch it
going
on
on.
TikTok. There's one snippet where they met for the first time. And then they slept over at a hotel before he was going to meet her family.
Yeah.
And he spoke to her before they went to bed. No. They went to bed.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the night, you know, TLC keeps the cameras on 24/7. In the middle of the night, she jumps on him. And she starts... Yo, I know she climbed him. And then he gently just, you know, lifted her off and said, hey, let's have a conversation. I really want us to be celibate before we get married. And then she just went to bed. And then she woke up.
Right.
Love her. She's
Like,
waiting.
dude, and then in the morning, she's like, you're stingy. And then he's like, what do you mean? She's like, you don't want to give me. You know how Ghanaians speak. Yeah, how Ghanaians speak, like, you are, yeah, you don't want to give me. And then give you what? Like, you know now.
Love her. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I think she genuinely loves him.
How
Because
old
if
is
she
she?
was doing it for the green card, she wouldn't be concerned about this.
Is she in the older? Like, is she older?
I
Like,
think they're around the same age.
which is
Around like 30s.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Her-
early 30s.
her whole
Right.
thing is
Right,
And she
Manaba.
was so disappointed. She's like, okay, can I at least kiss you then? And he's like, yeah, you can kiss me. So she really likes him.
Oh, shit.
Therapy has turned everyone into armchair psychologists with no accountability.
What do you mean?
So, like, people use the fact that they're going to therapy to not take accountability for their actions.
Oh,
Same thing as the mental health
yeah,
thing.
it's
eh?
agree.
Yeah. Also, they also use the fact that they're going to therapy as means to give other people advice.
True.
So
Yes,
it makes
I was gonna say that
Or
with me
sometimes-
with TikTok. I feel like I watch too many videos and I think I know, but I don't.
You don't
know.
really know.
So I feel like
My therapist told me, have a brain of your own.
But I also feel
Or
like
sometimes they feel like it puts them like in a better position. Like
Yeah,
you know,
like you're not doing anything about your life and
Yeah.
your mental health, so I'm doing something, so let me give you advice.
yeah.
Okay. The obsession with manifestation is just privileged self-delusion.
I disagree.
I think I'm gonna agree.
Okay, why do you guys
So
agree?
we do agree. Oh, this is the
Two
first time the
disagrees.
Jess disagree. And then
Yeah.
I want to hear this
I don't
one.
know. I feel like not everything you manifest is what you deserve, or like you're not really ready for what you're manifesting, and you're not working towards what you're manifesting. So it's self-delusion, and it's you have a sense of entitlement. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's wishful thinking. There's what is it called? Manifesting, and then there's actual faith. And I think manifestation is the lack of faith because God owes you. I feel like manifestation is demonic.
No,
I feel like manifestation is having faith in a way. How I see it, I think it's like it helps people to have a positive mindset that what you want is gonna come. Like sometimes,
but like,
I don't know how to explain it, but
I think that because you're manifesting outside of things like important things like prayer and Bible study or whatever faith you have, outside of the faith or outside of looking to the higher power, whatever you believe in, and you are channeling all that power to yourself.
I feel like at the core
Delusion.
of manifestation is belief. It's faith.
Believing
the
in
same
who?
way in prayer, it's like you have faith that whatever you're praying for is gonna come. Manifesting is having faith that what you're manifesting is gonna come.
So who do you believe in when you're manifesting?
I don't think you have to believe in. It's like
that's what for me. I don't think for me the reason why I agree.
You have a card there. You will speak.
The reason why I agree with Caiah in a sense, I put agree. Not that I agree with Caiah, but I put agree. I don't think Christians should manifest. You see, as long as you Christian, do not manifest because it does not align with your values or your Christian. It's not biblical. It's not tied.
Manifestation
It's
is
not
saying,
tied. No, literally manifestation. In the core of its essence is prayer. But when you're a Christian, you're praying to God and you're asking God. But when you're manifesting, to whom are you praying to? That's why it is demonic. In a sense.
Do you manifest? Is that why you're
I
fighting?
don't think I really manifest, but I feel like I have that belief that if I want something,
it will happen.
I feel like it is gonna happen.
I also have that.
But in a sense, I don't think it's like me putting my trust in
practicing
something,
in
another power, or like
manifestation,
being like, I don't need God, I don't need a higher power. This is gonna happen because I'm that girl. You know?
Yes.
I don't want to talk about drag. I'm very
We don't
anything that's gonna get me dragged.
Honestly, I just feel like as people, all of us, we need something to help us go through life. And I feel like if you feel like manifestation is
works for you,
working for you,
then it
works. If you feel like it doesn't work, you feel like I'm not putting my faith in God when I do this, then don't do it. But if you feel like it works with prayer, it works with whatever you're doing. It's the same with writing down your thingies, you know, because that's what manifestation is.
Vision boards is like manifestation.
You know, because with people, that's when you're writing your goals at the beginning of the year, people are like, when you write it down, there's a higher chance of it happening because you're putting it in writing.
Okay.
That's
I understand where you're coming from, right? Envisioning what you want and believing that you are going to receive that, right?
Manifestation.
However, I think that I place a lot of importance on the source of what you're doing, right? So vision boarding is scriptural. In Habakkuk, the scripture talks about writing down the vision and making it plain. So it is scriptural to write things down before the presence of God and submit your plans unto Him, right? That for me is very biblical.
I felt like saying it.
Right? However, when you sit within, when you focus on the state of your own mind, and it is from your mind that those ideas come, and it is from your mind that those ideas will come to fruition, then it is sort of a self-serving delusion, because there is no guarantee for what you let me say what you desire. You know what I'm saying? There is no guarantee for that.
It's not to say that it's coming from your mind. If when you're manifesting, or when you say you want something, it could still be God giving you, it could still be your purpose, right? Like you're planning out your purpose, you're like, okay, in a few years I want to do 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like the same way you put it in prayer, it's the same way that you're putting it, the other person is putting it
in manifestation.
That's what I don't really see much of.
No, that's, you see, in a sense of like, I hear her chat and I agree with her, right? In that sense of like, it is a form. It's that's why I can't manifest personally. I don't say I manifest. I pray for. I hope God gives me. I believe in. I use those words. Like I don't use the terms manifest. That's why I tied it down to like my personal religion and not necessarily saying that the person is doing something demonic. But in my personal religion, in my personal belief, I cannot manifest because I feel like if I'm doing that, I am asking for something outside of God because I'm not bringing it to God.
Yeah, I also feel like I haven't been in a situation where I was like, yes, I manifested this. Even every time something happens for me, I still feel like it's God, you know. I feel like, yeah.
I think that's I think maybe that's my issue with manifestation. Is that when
You feel
when
like
something
people
comes
reward
when it comes to fruition, it's like I manifested this.
I get that. Okay, I get that. I get that.
So
see?
God didn't do anything for you to get that award.
Yeah,
you manifested it.
Yes.
You sat in your living room and envisioned
Okay,
the award.
It's deception. You know, when what the devil does, he deceives. And one thing we like to think is that when things are opposite of Christ, they're completely opposite, and you can see them in daylight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's why they like to depict the devil as something scary and not someone who is beautiful.
I'm sure he's very beautiful.
Exactly. So like deception looks very. It won't show you that it's wrong as it is. It won't outright say that no, what you're doing right now is wrong. It will be decorated very beautifully,
like a Christmas tree.
Yes, that's why like manifestation will be like, oh no, just manifest. It's decorated very beautifully, but it's deception at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I manifested this as a way of,
like the
I think
universe.
it's
It's the same as saying the universe. Like my star sign.
The way I see it, I think because the way I look at every religion, you know, I feel like there's something. There's an important message to take out of it. Even people just being spiritual or believing in other things. So I think every time I learn about something, I take it that way. I don't try to like.
You don't completely write things off.
Yeah, because of my own personal
I don't try to be like,
beliefs.
okay, Christianity is the only thing that's right.
Yes.
People are manifesting, that's demonic.
There's also a
you
lot
know,
of
I
loopholes
struggle
in
to see it that
No,
way.
I understand.
Yes.
Like open-mindedness in a sense of like willing to listen and to understand is very important, because like there's certain things that maybe it's not like a rule that is there, like in like maybe your religion, but then when you look at like, for instance, Muslims, they pray 5 times, if I'm not mistaken, a day. You know, that is something that of beauty, and that maybe is something that you can take up and do, you know, but you're not necessarily like Muslim. But that's why she said vision boarding in itself, like we think like some people do vision boards because they're manifesting, but writing things down and bringing them to God is also something that Christians do. I guess it's the root. Where is your root coming from? Where is the source of what you're doing
Also,
coming from?
what she just said now just reminded me of something. Not you, Caiah. But like, I feel like Christian people base everyone's beliefs on what they believe in so much that they don't want to hear the next person out. Like, I feel like if, yes, you're Christian, your walls are very high about your Christianity, you're closed off, but have an ear to listen and not say something. Like, just because you can hit me with a verse and say, yeah, right there, have an ear and just listen to what I have to say first before you like come up with a scripture from the back, because I don't know the Bible from the back of my head. Like, ayo, I Bible guys, those pages, we're not gonna finish it now. So like, I just feel like Christians, I wish they had that open-mindedness to just hear people out, and every other religion. Not that you're gonna practice it or you're gonna take it up and do it at home.
Even if you feel like it's wrong.
Yes, even if you feel like it's wrong,
that other
just
person,
listen. Yes, just listen.
Well, unfortunately, Christians are not like that.
Yeah, and it's bad.
Unfortunately.
Because
also, like,
other beliefs, they don't do that to us.
It doesn't only have to be Christians. It's just people
In
experiencing
general.
life differently. There are going to be conversations where another person is going to refuse to see it the way that you see it. But it's because of how they experience life. And I think it's also something that you as a person have to be okay with.
We come from different walks of life.
I agree with you guys. I think at the beginning of this conversation, I was very much manifestation, no. I still am very much manifestation, no. But I think, I think there is an importance in just hearing, because at first I was like, hey, and then I heard that, like, you know, what you believe it to be, and then what versus what I believe it to be. So I do see the need for the conversation, absolutely. Even
like,
though we're still on
punching each other with, no, I know this, you know that.
That's so
let's
true.
have a conversation and understand each other from our different points.
I think
of
it's
view.
a pride thing. Like, it's like wanting
like,
to
my God
always,
is better than your God.
Wanting to always be
My
right.
cross is bigger than yours. Okay.
Even amongst Christians themselves, like even amongst Christians themselves, like we do not want to listen to people people because we're like, oh, this is how. But then if you really look at like the way in which Jesus walked, he didn't go and just start speaking like and preaching. He knew who that person was. He knew their heart. He knew their situation. You know, he knew why they were doing what they were doing. You know, so you cannot go there and go and say, hey. Well, you don't even know the person. You don't know their heart. You do not know why they are doing what they're doing.
The first stone.
I was about to say.
I live with that.
Spiritual psychosis is the real.
It's so real.
With
Actually,
Christians, whether you're a spiritual person, even the Muslims,
every religion in
all
there
those
is
people, some
who
people
are
get too lost
in the
and they are
soul.
killing other people. They are doing things. Okay, so relax.
But I wasn't
It's
killing you.
okay
I
for
was killing
people
the
to bring
demon
you down
in
to
you.
earth.
You're right.
This was actually so nice.
That was really nice. We should have conversations like these. My mind is not changed, but the conversation.
Your mind doesn't have to be changed.
And not judging or passing judgment.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No, because I believe in this. I feel like you must also believe in it. It's very hard.
Oh, absolutely.
The problem
Yeah.
is when you want to force someone to change.
Yeah. Like someone to be like,
You don't make me drink the water by force. I don't want.
I think the one time I will force the host to drink the water, the one time, is that belief in that. Let me say the idolizing of self. That's when I'll force you to drink the water. And I was like, for instance. Hopefully, I get to have a conversation with him. But Penuel, I will force him to drink the water one day.
What's
Penuel has his own religion, where he is God. Yeah, where he is a.
You don't judge. That's so interesting, though. That's why I said how you go.
Yeah, it was interesting to me to hear where he's like starting his own religion, where he is the God and he is also the servant, and you know.
Okay, but
So
in
you're
that
serving
religion of
Yes.
his, is he making other people worship him as well?
I mean, by virtue of being God, do you not then require
No,
servants?
maybe I think a believer
No, but like,
he wants
I know
everybody
of a
else
belief
to.
where like you
believe
know how we're
you're
all made
God.
in God's image.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I know
we're
that one
all
as well.
God, but not like you're God, like you have God's power.
Yes.
But because you're made in his image,
Yeah.
you're also God.
I've
like
heard of
you
that
have
as
to
well.
view yourself as
A God.
perfect. It's
Yes.
just that
Unfortunately,
it's the world that's
you
messed
know,
up, and obviously we are gonna make mistakes.
I
but
hear that, but he has his own religion, girl.
Wow.
He even has his own book, his manifesto about how to follow him and his religion. So that's one circumstance where the horse has to drink the
Give it
water.
a few years, there's gonna be a Kyle.
Give him a drop, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
That's how
That's a drop.
Got him with water. But
Okay,
anyway,
that's extreme.
just
That's
you
a
know,
bit
you
extreme.
know, with some people, just let them burn. Let them burn. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh my god, I only couldn't know. How to let them burn.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Let them burn. No, but then did Jesus force Judas to drink the water?
No comment.
true. But as for let them burn.
I want to meet him. I love such things, you know.
He's actually very
a really
interesting.
cool person.
Yeah.
I met him in
I
person.
love meeting
He's
people
so
who have their
cool.
own
He's really
views
cool.
of life.
How did you even get there? Like, I just want to meet him.
Exactly.
That's the thing. You gotta ask. Like, you gotta find out.
What caused it?
I not like I get him, but I feel like there was a point where, like,
I
during
have to take matters to my
lockdown,
own.
during lockdown, the things that I was watching, I almost had a spiritual psychosis myself.
Lockdown was crazy, guys. If you were not going through depression,
I was watching
it
so
had to
many
be
things.
something.
Something. Okay, maybe he did come up with his God complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that I
It's
will
okay
not
to go
fold
through
on.
these
That
things.
God
It's
complex
important.
one.
I feel like those things help you find your way to God eventually.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
they have a great
And I will be
testimony
the one
after
who
that.
takes the horse to the river.
He will take himself. When he gets to that point,
that
he will
is so
take
Amen.
himself.
Take me to
Sometimes
the
it's
king.
It's a journey, and I feel like some things you experience to lead people out of that thing.
It will be Caiah Mpho
So
himself.
like you know that's why Betty, like
I don't
when
have
you
much
struggle
to
with
say.
a certain sin,
Yeah.
and then you accept God. God doesn't not for everyone. For some people, He doesn't immediately take your struggle away of that sin.
Yeah.
He makes you still like you. Not that He keeps you in that sin, but then like He doesn't take it away immediately because He wants you to actively go to Him, to actively pray about
Yeah.
it, to actively
I feel like that's also
Test
where
it out. So
so
that
free will comes in.
to strengthen your
Yeah.
relationship one with Him and to also have full authority and power over that thing.
Yeah.
So when you now go and tell someone else, because not everyone's journey is the same.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like it goes back to the topic of slave queens changing their lives to.
That should have
go
been the
there.
long topic.
Let's go there.
Yeah, slave queens.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, returning to God. I think it's a journey, guys. I feel like you're not just gonna, just because people are like, you're young, your parents tell you this is God, what, yeah. Some people, yes, they're gonna accept it immediately, but I feel like for other people, you have to go through those trials and tribulations. It might not look as perfectly as it might look for you.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not finding God was your mom passing.
Yeah.
Finding God was getting assaulted, you know?
Yeah.
For other people, it's living that crazy life.
Yeah.
Like you don't learn, and then one day eventually you sit down, you're like,
Yeah.
that void was never going to be filled by alcohol, it was never going to be filled by men, it was never going to be filled by whatever, money. It's only God.
And they say, "Tadi man, yo."
People trying to judge those people for real life. Okay, I can there are women who use Christianity to find a man,
Yes.
but there are people whose lives
Now they're
really
dressing
change.
modest. Now it's
Yeah.
your Instagram has
Look at
changed
you,
from
Michelle.
that to
A girl
get ready
with-
with me to church, dressing more modest. Like,
Yeah, for
girl,
men.
we know what you're trying to do. We know, we can see.
We can see what you're going
Dude,
through.
Michelle took the words
Out of your
right
mouth.
out of my mouth, bro.
Yeah,
I was
no
like,
shame. You have to walk through it. Like it's like when we went to Gracious Daughters, the lady
Yeah.
who was like a drug mule and like a sex worker. Like
Yeah.
her first husband forced her into sex work.
What?
And she ended up like becoming addicted to substances so she can survive. Because now you like sleeping, like you don't love yourself anymore, you don't love your body anymore because your husband put you in that place, you know. So then she ended up going to jail and being in jail for like I think 10 years, and her kids were taken away from her. And then funny enough, she went to jail with her second husband. They were arrested together because they were like literally, they were the big dog drug dealers, like they were moving money. And then they went to jail together, and then the husband found God in jail. And then later on, basically, she found God kind of like through him in a sense, through his journey with God. Because she's like, yo, let me actually try this thing out, this God that you're always talking about. But then now if we close our ears to her and we don't appreciate and love the fact that she went back to God just because of her past, what makes us different?
Yeah.
oh, I think also that people should give grace to Christian influences because I think they are prone to more spiritual attacks than the one who's not loud about their faith, right? So there are certain things that it's easy to judge from the outside looking in because you're not loud about your faith and you're not on a public platform and you're not ministering on a public platform. So you're not facing the same wars that they do, and their temptations are more public than your own. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas like those people who just watch from the outside looking in, you are facing probably the same thing, right? It's just that that particular Christian influencer is authentic about that walk, and sometimes we see them fall back into the same patterns that they've worked so hard in their Christian journey to get out of. But we also need to recognize that as part of the spiritual walk as well, as part of the walk with God, that sometimes you fall short and you're not going to get it right every time. And that also is part of ministry, to show people that you can have a relationship with God, and sometimes you won't be able to withstand that temptation, but He's still there. And I think we need to give grace to those Christian influencers who, let's say, for instance, before she was a slay queen or whatever the case may be, she was talking about her sexcapades with Nigerian men or whatever the case may be, and now she found God, and then you see her maybe
She's also finding herself within God.
exactly.
So,
There these things, these habits, these lifestyles take time to phase out. You'll see that it will take her maybe 3-4 months after she found God to start dressing modestly.
And also
But
another thing,
you saying it must happen now. Everything must happen now.
Yeah, like
you
it's
must
a
start dressing
process.
modestly now. You must leave the club now. You must stop drinking now. You must
That's
everything.
also another
You know
thing
what I'm
I
saying?
wanna
Like
say.
these
Step by
things.
step.
even in
Yeah.
finding God, like you need to understand there are so many other factors that contribute to how a person is.
Yeah.
You'll never know that their hypersexuality stems from whatever happened to them
In the
as a child.
childhood, yeah.
So even after you find God, you still need to forgive yourself. You still need to forgive the people who put you through those things that you
Yeah,
went through.
true.
And it's not going to happen overnight, you know? So for people to expect that person just because you're saying, yes, I found God, but there are still those other factors that are eating you inside. And one day you're going to go back to drinking. It's the same way with alcoholics. They go back to drinking because they think it's going to, I'm going to do it once. You know, you're going to fall. So we need to have grace for them. At least they are still trying to go back to God.
Exactly.
So when you judge them, in a way, you're driving them
pushing them
away.
further.
Because
Exactly.
at some point you're going to be like, what's the
Hallelujah.
point? Let me leave it.
That's true.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, guys, people on the internet out here just wow.
And
I'm
even
telling you guys, like yo guys. Sometimes I feel like, hey Nina, y'all skim through the Bible. You don't actually read
Yo,
it. Because
like-
if you actually read it, even the disciples that Jesus walked with stumbled while walking with Christ.
Yeah.
They stumbled. They literally didn't.
Ukhuluma.
And there was one who even denied
Ukhuluma
knowing him 3 times.
Like-
He denied knowing Christ 3 times. There were some that even saw that he had pierced hands and still didn't believe that he rose from the dead. There were so many situations, so many things, so many times they fell that I'm not
in
even
the
talking
presence of the Savior.
Imagine.
What is it?
Knowing
Peter cut somebody's ear off in the presence of Jesus.
because
Come
of
on,
anger,
man.
out of anger.
Like Sana and y'all
Now,
want to
now,
bash
then now
people.
when
let
you
us not be
come-
perfect.
Like
Well, now you
they
come.
drive away people really from God
Yeah.
just from saying these little remarks. Like you're making
Yeah.
me feel like, okay, I know I'm not perfect, but
And-
like,
yeah.
But we're not saying
are
hide
you
behind
better?
God and do
Yeah.
Yes.
What people should assess before they quick to correct is to find out where are you correcting from, where, not self. Are you correcting from a place of love, or you correcting from a place of mina ndingcono, mna I know better,
My cross is bigger.
this is how it is,
Yeah.
this is how what, because if you're correcting from a place of love, Jesus will see, and it's not your job to fix the person. That is ego. It is Jesus' job to work in them.
Yes,
You don't
speaking to
you
me, Shem.
plant the seed. That's what you're called to do. To plant the seed. All you can literally do is plant it. Jesus himself, God will water it, will grow it, and will nourish it. Not you.
Period. Because
Well,
I don't want to even speak about this like on social media or anything about that whole thing of mine trending. Girl, I said when I catch you, I'm joking.
She's a better
I'm
person.
joking, but like not that I'm a better person, but like it took so much. It drove me to a very dark place in that
Yeah.
week because also the fact that it was my birthday. I was going through so much on my birthday.
Yeah.
There was a lot happening in one day, and I wake up to my face being stitched by someone that does it. I'm not gonna try be modest about it. You don't know me from a bar of soap.
Yeah.
So you want
sure.
to pass this judgment, and people are saying it's a place of love.
Yeah.
It's a place of da da da
And
da.
we're
da.
supposed to
I
correct
get
each
it, man. You correcting, it's okay. But did you know how I was feeling on that day? No, you didn't. I didn't want to celebrate my birthday, and you just came with so much. Like my mom came to my place. I was crying. Oh Jesus Christ! I was crying throughout the whole week. I was like, I'm switching off my phone. I'm done with social media. I'm done with TikTok. I'm done with the show. I'm done with Instagram. I'm done. And you know, my mom was very encouraging. She's like, they don't know you. They don't know the things you've been through. Like how you finding a job in certain places helped me as your parents. Yes, I'm not going to find the perfect job now. Dude, it's Cyril's economy, my dear. So obviously you're not going to come and just pass judgment and say it's coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
Oh, she's defending herself because she's convicted.
Yeah.
I'm still going to stand by it. You don't know my relationship with God.
Absolutely.
You don't know my walk with God.
Yeah.
You don't know where God has taken me from and put me in a different, like, position in life. And then you're telling me, no, God won't give you a job in the club. I never said, I want to clear this now. God never gave me a job in the club. I said I was looking for a job and I never found a job, and something came up and I took the job. So you coming and telling me that, yeah, God will never give you a job in the club, da 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 da. Okay, but there's nicer people in that club also than people in the
Then
church.
you know what I'm saying.
There's
That's
people
also
that
another
could
thing that I
save me
wanted
in
to
that
say.
club
Yeah.
than the people at
For
the
the
church.
people who are saying Christians can't go to church, but I'm like, even in church there are people who are sinners. You get me? Like Madimona Antwerp at church.
The devil
You
sits
get
next to
me?
you in
So I was
church.
like, oh, you're telling me a person who's all pure can't walk in a club because honale temptation, as in like you can't walk into a mall and there's no
Yeah.
temptation.
Yeah, I think also because I saw that discourse, and the defense was that, oh no, like as Christians we are supposed to correct each other, and in my mind I was like, excuse me, you must be mindful of how you do it. One, you cannot do it in the presence of unbelievers. First of all, you cannot. And the scripture for that, thank you, Ephesians 3. You can check that out in case you think Caiah talks without scripture, please. Right? So you cannot do it in the face of unbelievers because one, that's not how we're meant to communicate with each other.
On a public platform.
On a public platform.
Did you even watch the whole thing?
Exactly. You're putting me up for scrutiny from people who don't even understand the gospel at all. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Two, the way that we admonish and correct each other has a major impact on our faith.
Yes.
Imagine if she was weak.
I literally said, I'm done with Christianity.
Do you
Oh,
see?
there are so many times because
I literally prayed and I
because of
told
public
God, I'm like, if
platforms,
this is how your people behave and this is how your people would want to bring
Exactly.
people to God, then I'm okay. I'll serve you in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah.
I don't have to identify to other people as Christian. When they ask
Yeah.
me in public, I'll say, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know inside. But I was like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
Gishapuka vibe, cut me off. You okay?
It has such a negative impact on your faith. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And your relationship with other believers.
Yeah.
You will now take a step back because you feel like you're up for scrutiny all the time. And the third thing that I want to say about that is that sometimes the way that somebody communicates with you about the wrong that you're doing shows that they don't understand grace.
Kinda, what's her name? Sihle or
What I
she was
wanted to
even
say
not really vain more like from her dressing.
the first girl who stitched, I heard her chat.
I
What
also
she was
heard her.
saying was perfect.
there was
Yeah.
the
Fishes!
Who's Sihle?
The other one,
oh, the one who sits in the car.
Yeah.
yeah.
That girl always talks zero. Yeah, what the other girl? What the other girl was
I
saying?
think Caiah is
Even me, when I sat back as a Christian,
We
I'm
looked
like,
back, but I was like,
yeah.
you don't have to use my face, you know. You
Yeah,
could have just,
it's
because
the
your
way she went
entire
about
page,
it.
yeah,
But
your
what
entire
she
page
said
is
was
not
on point.
about stitching people, but you stitched me and you don't know me like that. But that's okay, you know, I was gonna be cool with it until people took that whole thing and escalated it so Arababo Sihle or Kimang, and she has veins popping out my sister. Okay, girl, calm down. Nobody's talking to you.
I hear. Also, God has a way of correcting them.
beauty in
Because
that.
they're also
So-
perfect.
So, and you know, when you correct somebody from a position of pride, you will come falling down in front of that same person you were trying to correct. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll come off your pedestal the worst way. And we've seen it many times on social media where somebody was very, very adamant about the wrongs of people, and then all of a sudden they are shh. And they weren't shushed by themselves.
What's also crazy?
They were
Another
hushed
thing
by
I wanted
God.
to say is a lot of the times people who attack you on a certain thing is because low key they want to do it themselves. And then in the future you see them doing the exact same thing that they were judging another person for doing. I've seen that happen so many times, and I'm like, it's not true. You just wanted to do it, but you just wanted to see how is it going to come off.
Yeah, can test them.
Because once they start doing the exact same things, they have no judgment. They are just quiet. You will see girls judging girls for dating men with money. Next thing is you. You see girls be like, oh, me, I would never. No, I don't like Nigerian
you want
men.
that man? You want that 20,000? You
Guys, people are weird.
Yeah, and that's
People
exactly
are
what I was saying in the
weird.
beginning. Like, it's very easy to talk when your own sins are hidden there.
Yes.
When your things are in front, it's very difficult. And hey, guys, you know this platform, guys. The platforms you create, everything, it's very beautiful because the gospel can spread further. But also the devil, his reach is also getting further.
He's also
Deception
working
is so
overtime.
real. And those people, like, guys, I was talking today about like my fruits and last week last week I was talking about like the fruits that you bear. The manner in which and the place in which you correct from will determine the fruit you bear. And the Bible says that you can see basically someone's relationship with me or whether they are false prophet or not, all those things by the fruits that they bear. So if someone is very prideful, is very arrogant, very quick to judge, very quick to anger, all those things just show you where they show you who they're coming from, who sent them, and they may not realize that themselves. Because why does a stranger Why does something a stranger that a stranger is doing? Why does it anger you so
much, right?
Like, why does it cause you? Like, why is it itchy? Like, why is it so itchy? You know, that shows you that, guys. Do you understand that you may be used by the devil? The Lord told me. The Bible says, "Beware of the spirits that you listen to." Beware, guys. Remember that you have to consistently deny your flesh, meaning that the Holy Spirit is in you, yes, but then there are also other things that
because you're
are
not
there.
perfect. You can never be perfect.
There are a lot of things that are there, you know. So I think we need to be very mindful about how we correct people. There's like, you know, go to someone's DMs if it really Jesus
if it really hurts,
like if it really hurts you,
was my
come
whole
to my
point.
come to my DMs and say, hey, you know, really what you said here. I just wanted to say,
One,
sister
two, and
to
three.
sister, one child of God to another child of God. This is where it's at. But now when you're doing it and you all high and mighty, you are doing it for likes, for comments, for numbers, because that's your job and that's what brings you the numbers and everything like that. I am telling you, the Lord will humble you himself.
Also, another thing I want to say is self-reflection is also important. I feel like, in a way, certain things happen for a reason. And even if their message was horrible, maybe there was a reason why that situation had to happen. So I feel like that's why I was able to look at that girl's video and
in a different
take what I could
perspective,
take.
yeah.
Yes. Because I'm like, sometimes it's important to look back and reflect and be like, okay, maybe there was a message that was for me in what that girl was saying, you know? So I think it
But
wasn't.
obviously,
We can't take it as
muffled because of the other noise and what other people are saying.
When you're alone, just look back at it, and whatever happens in your life, just look back and reflect and be like, maybe there was something that you needed to learn from it, because maybe it didn't happen for just nothing, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, we have diverted so
So
far.
much.
Yo, bruh. I don't.
We have
Let's
gone
come back.
in the opposite
let's come
direction.
back.
This was supposed to be a game.
Literally.
It's getting very serious. So I think, man, we're gonna have to make our. If you're subscribed to channel memberships, the longer part of our main conversation is going to be over on this side. So I'm guessing we're gonna. I'm saying that we should start the conversation here on female friendships or navigating the end of female friendships as well. That's our long topic. We're gonna start it. That's 10 minutes so that you pay that 149 rand 99 to hear the rest of it, because we're still going to be here. Yes. So the first question I want to ask you guys, you can put your cards away. The game.
It was so true.
It became very serious. It became too serious.
This is what happens. Go like when the cameras are off. By the way, we just talking.
Yeah, my phone just died. So one of the questions as part of the
phone?
yes, please. One of the questions as part of the main topic is what makes female friendships so important to you?
That's a very...
Like what is the criteria that makes this person a
You
friend?
sent it to me personally. There you go.
Can I start?
Yeah. Give us an idea.
She's like, yeah, you better. I think what makes somebody a friend to me, right, is I think I don't befriend somebody who doesn't touch my soul. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. But there's just something that happens when you truly connect with somebody, and may not even be about the deepest of things. We don't have to share our deep dark secrets, but I know within the first hour of meeting you that you and I are going to be great friends, just because of the way that you address other people, you address me, your kindness, your demeanor. That kind of thing is what really attracts me to somebody, and what would cement that friendship is actual effort on both ends. You know, and I think just being intentional about our friendships, the same way that we are intentional about romantic relationships, I think that same intentionality matters in a friendship as well. So that's what makes a friendship significant for me, is the effect that you have on my soul, like how, because there are certain friends, or like there are certain people who you see and you just light up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you may not even light up. Sometimes you feel relaxed. You feel at peace. Like, oh, she's here. You know, because you know she's gonna hear you, and she's going to make you feel seen and heard, and she's going to allow it to be. She's gonna be a soft landing. I even like that
Yeah,
term, soft landing. So there are people who light up or who make you feel, alive, who make you come alive, and then there are people who make you feel like you're at home. And there are people. There's different friends who have different effects on you, but that's what makes female friendship significant to me.
I feel like I agree because I just feel like with the people that I've become friends with, it was just we just got along. I feel like there are people that you meet and you instantly know the energy just doesn't match. Subconsciously off, and then there are people who you'll meet and you guys just get along. And for us, we knew each other for a long time and we got along, but we weren't really there was no mutual whatever you said. What is it? Like the effort wasn't there. We were just people who knew each other, and then when the effort was in, it was like, okay,
we can get along.
We can get along or something.
But like there are people that you just meet and you just don't get along with. You can tell, even if the effort was put in. Yeah.
Or like I feel when it comes to building female friendships, like for me, I'm very reluctant to make female friends just because of the way that I grew up. And I spoke about this the previous episode where I was antagonized a lot and I was bullied a lot by females.
I get that.
Primarily, and like a lot of the females that I thought were my friends were not my friends, or busy practicing witchcraft on me and things like that. So I have a lot of friendship trauma, I should say. And now I really do trust my gut when it comes to other females. Like if I feel reluctant to share even the smallest piece of information, that for me is an indicator that I should stay far away from you. And it's been proven many times where I ignored that instinct to not tell somebody my business. And then I told them my business. And then they made it everybody's business. And then I was like, I should have trusted my gut. So I think God has gifted women with like a gut. We know.
True, though. I feel like with the bullying thing in high school, long story.
Guys, I feel like all the pretty
long story.
Girls have like really trauma.
Girl, so I had like two friends three. I started off with one friend in primary school, Jessie, and then she like changed schools, and then I had two friends. I met them in grade 3. Like, should I say their names?
You already said Jessie. Hey, Jessie.
But Jessie
Still
seems
love
like
you
she was
today,
cool.
Jessie.
Yeah, Jessie was cool.
Yeah, she's my childhood friend. And then I met Kutlwano, and then I met Caiah in like grade 5. So we moved from the same primary to the same high school. And then we met this other girl. Yonela. Like, I'll speak about this girl till I die, even though she thinks she's not a bully in her head. But she bullied me. Like, she really bullied me. I was very tiny. I was very skinny. I hated how my teeth looked. I felt like I was too light-skinned. I felt like I was too bright, man. I just felt like, I don't know. Like, because I used to turn pink, and they'd always make remarks about how my cheeks would turn pink. And not, like, in a cute way, but, like, in a, movie ganjani. Like, they used to make me feel very ugly. Well, Yonela in general. And then she kind of stole my friends. Like, she got in the group. And then she became their friend, and I was now when we won. Like, I started now chilling with different people, Chelsea and Caitlin and Chelsea and all of that. And then that's when I like realized that friendships don't have to be forced, and you don't have to really be a different person just to fit in. I tried to fit in by making myself like them. Like, okay, they're not dumb, but like I tried to dim my brightness for them, because I'm not gonna say I was the smartest, but yeah,
I was the smartest
somehow. Like, I was my academics, like, but my 40% higher than theirs. So like, I feel like
40% is a lot. 40% higher.
I just feel like she felt like I was a threat, and also she was a bit bigger than I was, like bigger than all of us. I was the tiny one in the group. I was the late bloomer. My boobs grew late. Like, I experienced puberty very late. They were already dating by the time I got my first period, So it was just a thing of, she bullied me so much that my friends also turned into bullies in my eyes. And then I just stopped wanting to be friends with like females, and I started chilling with the boys in my physics class. And then it got worse when they changed subjects. They moved from physics to history. It got horrible. Like, I wasn't sitting with them at all. I could pass them literally, and I'm like, are y'all the same people I went to primary with? Like, Kutlwano, for real. And then they also became like very weird. They started moving weird, and then I met Chelsea and them, that introduced me to a new like chapter of friendship. Like, no, friends do this for each other.
Yeah.
Friends should be selfless. Everyone should be selfless. Everyone should give off something. Everyone must pour into your glass and you must pour into like it shouldn't be like this. Like I'm pouring into yours and mine is like this.
Yeah.
Nah. So they also like just
Yeah.
traumatized me kancane, but yeah, we're cool though. It's fine.
No, you're not. No, you're not cool.
I feel like my
No, you're
view
not.
of friendship is very different from you guys.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I love female friendship. And also one thing I realized about myself is I don't put as much pressure in friendships that I put in relationships. I feel like I give women way more grace. Because I feel like from primary, high school, your friendships were what distracted me from like real life. Oh, why am I getting emotional? But I feel like every time I would go to school, like I'll be angry, and then when I get to school, I'm happy. You know, those were my friends for me. So even when the friendships ended, I wouldn't like hate them or.
Wasn't it
do
painful
them.
though?
I think my first two friendships where like the friendships had to end because they had to move away. That hurt. And my friend, we went to different schools when we got to high school. But as time went, I learned to like be grateful for like the journey. Like that's how like with relationships, it's harder for me to let go than friendships. I don't know why. But with friendships, I learned to enjoy them and be like, okay, this person is going to be in my life for however long they're going to be in my life. If it doesn't work out anymore, it doesn't work out. If life throws you in a different direction, that's fine. But I'm so grateful for the person that you were for me in that time and that space. So I think I enjoy my friendships. I enjoy, even if tomorrow you are talking shit about me, girl, I love you. Like you were that person for me in that time that I needed you to be for me, and I'm grateful for that. I just feel like I need to implement that in my relationships, because in my relationships, I be trying to hold on. I be trying to hold on. I'm like, no.
You're like, no.
It can't. But in my friendships, it's, I don't know.
I think for me, I relate more with like Caiah, and Thato, because for me in primary school, I had friends as well in primary school, like, you know, like, and then I got very close to this one girl. We were best friends, I think maybe from grade 4 until grade 7. So grade 7, I guess she started to become, I guess, liked by the popular girls. So the thing is, like, let's be honest, as women, we gossip, you know, especially when we're younger, we gossip. So I remember, like, because of how much bullying we both got, well, I don't know if she did, but I think we both got from those girls, we would talk smack about them, you know, like to make ourselves feel better, you know, because like they bullying us and stuff, like, it really doesn't matter because of A, B, C, D, and E. So what happened was when they started taking a liking to her, and she started hanging, what did she do? She spilled the beans. Everything we had said
together. Did she say her side of the story that I was saying her hair
no,
looks like what?
No. She only said my side of the story. She made it seem like even some of the things she had said, she made it seem, yes, I said it. So then that made me like enemy to all. You know, and then I became like alone. I literally became alone, and then I started hanging out a lot with the boys in my class because the girls didn't like me. I remember like I used to be bullied like K-drama bullied. I remember like I would walk and they would literally put like their foot to trip me so I can fall.
You're lying.
I remember there was a time I was walking and they hit me at the back of my head. And I can't retaliate because they are more and I'm alone, you know? And then
you're gonna make me cry.
I never truly understood why, because like I never really like, it was, I never got it. Like I never got why I deserve to be treated like that. So I lost friends like that in like primary school. Like it was
Oh guys.
Hey guys, I thought my son was
Girl, I used to think I'm too loud or I'm too overbearing.
Why
am I light skinned? Why
am I this? Why am I that? Like even like be upset of maybe like even owning stuff and getting stuff and having stuff. Because
my gosh.
They don't have it, and I guess like it's like, oh, they'll make fun of it, you know. So it was very, very, very difficult. And when I went to high school, because of like what I went through in primary, I was because I did experience bullying in high school. I remember my grade 12 class had, imagine the whole grade 12. You know how many kids they were in grade 12? 100 and something. The whole class had a meeting during break time. They sent messages and passed on messages. We're gonna have a meeting about Mpho.
Guys, that's
Imagine
what happens in
150 people hating you for no reason. There's no ways I've spoken to all 150 of you and offended all 150 of you. There's absolutely no freaking way. No, I think I'm fine. There's absolutely no freaking way. So when they held that meeting and they were like, oh, because imagine, guys, some of the rumors, I think I've mentioned this, they were dumb. Like, I caused the school to change the timetable because I didn't like my timetable. So and it was a thing of like, it was simply because there was subject mix-up. So like, you know, people saying change subjects and stuff, and then they didn't change certain people's timetables. So when they redid the system and everything like that, what happened is everyone's timetable changed, but mine happened to be favorable. My changes happened to be changes I liked. So they said I went to the principal and I complained, and then that's why the timetables were changed. So I made the matric jacket red. The matric jacket they loved, I was the one who designed. They said that I was the reason why matrics couldn't have lockers, while I'm the reason why they had lockers, because they said, okay, if you guys want to have lockers, you need to clean up. So like, of course, over the years, the lockers were missed. I literally gathered my friends. We stayed after school till 4 o'clock, cleaning up every locker, scraping every piece of gum, so the whole matric class can have lockers. But they held a meeting saying that I was the reason why they shouldn't have lockers. And the people who spread those rumors were people I was friends with since grade 8. So I never really like, I don't like y'all. I don't like it. And they try to hit me up, you know. I remember one of the girls passed away, and then I got a message saying, hey, come to the funeral. I was like, I don't care. Like, I fully don't care, because
it traumatized you so much.
You bullied me. Like, literally, you bullied me. What am I supposed to do? Come and cry?
My last day of high school, I told every single one of them, you will never see me again. They're like, what? I swear, you will never. They will see me in public, and I will move like I don't know who are you. Literally at Maponya Mall, I'll be like,
real.
Who are you? What? I don't know you. Like, I'm here to do my shopping.
I'm sure they're like, oh, she's moving different because she's like, her social media. The thing is, one thing I noticed about bullies, they forget the trauma they put you through.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because I was like, even me, the girls who put me in a circle, but talk more about a pick a box. Middle center. That girl, one of the girls, I think she was in grade 7, and she failed so much that when I was in, I think grade 9, grade 10, we were in the same grade, and she was expecting me to help her with accounting. And I was like, do you remember? Because I still remember it, and I still remember your face.
I remember it as,
you know?
And you'll never forget your bullies.
And you never will. Like that day, I remember my friends were like, I was a very confident girl, guys. I think that was the problem, because I've always been that girl. And that day, my friends were like, I kept it together in that circle, because they put all three of my friends in it, but then they took them out because it was about me. And I kept it together until we got to the stairs. The bell rang, we got to the stairs, and I started crying. My friends are like, this is the first time we ever see you cry. I'm like, bitch, I just got bullied. Like, of course I'm gonna cry. I got home, I was crying. But when my mom got home, I never even told my mom. I don't know if she knows the story. But
now
I was
you know.
sleeping, and my mom was like, you never sleep when you get back from school. But I was like, yeah, I was hurt. But I think that's why I'm like, for my friends, Shem, I feel like I do remember instances where I feel like when I look back, I'm like, the things that you were saying to me were not really things that a friend should say. But also I'm like, I feel like as friends, we know each other, we know each other's stories, and I'm like, I tend to, the things that I know about you, I don't know if I'm making them excuses, but I tend to be like, because I understand your story, I understand that sometimes you need to feel better about yourself. So I tend to give them grace because of that. 'Cause I feel like when I'm in situations where I know people's story, I tend to be more understanding of why they are the way they are. So I think that's why I'm less judgy when it comes to my friends and whatever they may do.
The situation.
I know, like sometimes I feel like sometimes it's bad, but sometimes I'm like, I try to make excuses for people, I guess.
I have a follow-up question. Since it's very apparent that we've experienced a lot of friendship
traumas.
Which friendship changed everything for you? And how did it change?
In a negative way, a bad or good way?
In a good way. Like, which friendship made it right?
Which friendship changed your mind about friendship in light of the trauma?
it was not even in high school, hey. 'Cause
Yeah.
I left high school and I met people who became more of acquaintances. I don't think I've experienced real friendship like a little period after high school because I was really alone trying to leave Soweto. So like I was like, I'm out of here like tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I met, I'll say her name even though we're not friends today, Kabelo. She was more of like a softer version of what friendships should look like. You know, what I had intended of what friendships look like, she brought that to life. But then also she turned out. So yeah, I think, but then I had like a, you know, Michelle was always there,
Glimpse,
like,
yeah.
so I never really I lost balance kancane because she became friends with my cousin and it just became a weird, like a little ordeal. Like I still don't get it till today, but like she introduced me to like a good friendship where friends listen to each other, friends understand like your different backgrounds and whatever. Even though we're not from the same backgrounds, she was more of the friend, let's go to restaurants, let's do this, let's do that. Like, okay, I was introduced to that kancane more than my friends from Soweto because like I feel like we were two different people. They had this idea. I'm not bashing them, but they feel like, yeah, dating a guy that's popular in the hood, that has a car, like a polo nyana, Lamborghini, I'm just joking, but like, you know, we were from two different planets, and I always felt like maybe for them it's giving brat, because I know in their eyes, they always looked at me and thought I'm a brat, but like, I'm not a brat. Okay, I just have a different view of what you want. Like my future doesn't look like your future. So it's okay to want what you want, but I want something different. I was always going that way. So yeah, I think they also shocked, like my high school mates, they probably shocked, like, this is her? What, this nerd?
You
know
were
what
a
I
nerd?
I
Now
think it's
that I'm-
Cabello, yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like this thing of me of learning to relate, to like accept situations for what they are, it stemmed from losing people. Because I think my first friend that I was like, this is my best friend, she had to move. And then I had a second one. And like it always seemed like the second that I was holding on too much, like they had to go. And then I had an aunt, like we were very close. Like we would sing High School Musical while cleaning together type of vibes. She passed away. And I think after that, that's when I was like, you know what? I do get close to people, but like not that close that if they go away, it's gonna affect me like in the worst way possible. So I think, yeah, maybe it stems from trauma.
Not I think.
Tattoo one is never.
Not I think.
Lavana, we told you you come and sit on this couch.
And you realized that.
Yeah.
Maybe
You know,
need a
now that
therapist.
I think of it, I remember like there was a point in my life where I was like, I'm never gonna be that type of person who considers someone my best friend. And people always ask you, who's your best friend? I'm like, I love all my friends. You get me? And it's always like so weird. And I'm like, I think it's just that thing of like, I'm scared when I say this is my best friend and then something's gonna happen and then now they're
true.
gonna be gone and out of my life.
Because when you asked that question, I used to think it was my friend Lucia, but like when I put the two in like one table, I started realizing no, this one played a bigger role than that. Because Lucia and I feel like we're one person, like we're literally one person. So I can't say she really changed anything because we were the same. Like we wanted the same thing, so she wasn't a turning point of friendships. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Hi.
You?
realize a
Do you have
lot.
a friend who changed your view on friendships?
I think even in my goal of friendships, one thing about God has been faithful to me. So I'd always have like one person from each stage in my life, and I keep them till today. Like in primary, I may not have had that friend in school, but then I had that friend at home, my friend Tani, you know. And then in high school, I may not have had. I thought I had those friends in school, but then no, I ended up having a friend at home who's Zah. She's like my older sister. Like, bruh, if you don't know where I'm at, ask Zah. She knows where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then in university, it's bruh, Senz and Kusta. Oh my God, those two. Those
names,
ride or die. Like Sandy and Kusta, ride or dies, bruh. Like those people are those people.
Is that the real name, Kusta?
No, it's Bukule.
Oh,
But then like,
hey,
we don't.
Kusta's giving.
It's just they're closer. They are closer. So there's nicknames. Like they don't call me Mpho, they call me Mati. because like my surname is Materetere, so they just call me my. So even sends
Judging.
I'm not judging. Like I just, it would take a minute for me to actually say it.
like Mati. So like it's Kusta and then Sans because of her name is Sandy, so I saw short Sans and then Mati. So those people, and then I think in my honors that's when like I got a relationship with Caiah and Lisa. So I've had like in each stage of
life, you meet
music.
people, né?
That's how I do it. Like,
I get people, man.
Yeah.
God gives
God
me
always
Someone to like
I
lead on
see.
in that moment. Yeah, okay.
like even in primary, I
That's
had like
fair.
a friend away too. I had a girl. She a real one. Yeah, so
That's real, hey?
So people have partner types, right? We have types of partners that we like. Do you guys have friendship types?
Yes.
You
I
do? What do you think is your friendship type?
I like pretty friends. like I'm sorry, like I want,
This is what you
like
do
I want. I'm
Come
so
on,
sorry.
yeah.
Like I want my friends to be those girls when we walk in a Rio.
Yeah.
You know those girls.
Never arrived.
Yeah, like I don't know, and also like I like, cause I think I'm the crazy one. Like I want someone calm. Yeah, cause me when I say I want to beat you up, I'll beat you up now. So. I want someone to say, no, tell me not do that. I'm like, okay, let me not do it. My friends said I mustn't do it. Yeah, I think that those are my type of friends. And friends that can call me out, not like judge me, but like call me out and pull me back and say, no, man, show me. Yeah, fat, show me, don't do too much. Yeah, I think because I'm such a bubble.
You are a bubble.
yeah, okay.
But like a
I
lovely
don't really
bubble.
like friendship types because thinking about it, I've had friends from different walks of life, honestly.
Yeah, I've had two. Maraba botle ba bantle, shumi.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
have
that's
to be
my
pretty.
category. They're just pretty.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's something to appreciate in everyone, hey? I don't know, I feel like I
so
can't
wise,
say all my
Michelle.
friends are...
Why is it
I'm learning so much about both of them on this card. And I'm like, damn.
I can't say
I'm
that
two
there's
different people.
Yeah.
something like there's a common denominator to put in all my friends, honestly. I can't
just
lie.
be fun.
They're just friends who are like very smart, wise, good advice. Friends who you just can go out with them, you have a good time with them, you experience life differently. You get me? So I don't think there's something that I can say, okay.
Mara
That's what
Chuma,
I
how
mean.
did Sheba go fail? What links everyone?
Me.
As the
A characteristic.
The common.
Like there's no characteristic. I just feel like also like when I love offense Lutana guy.
Yeah, you're both.
Rata le combo, rata ma Nigerian music.
Okay.
Yo. And Kutlwano, you know Kutlwano likes Nigerian music. But when she plays you a song, nobody knows.
Yeah.
An
I can
Afrobeat song
explain.
from
Now I'm playing, I'm
The one
listening
time
to
we
the
let her hold
combo
the
now. Like,
remote.
you see now, I'm in my Limpopo era. I literally have errors
But
every
that's because you
time.
guys are both from Limpopo in a way.
Yeah,
You get
kind
me?
of.
Yeah.
But I'm not from Limpopo, so my dated
Not
in
really.
Limpopo.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, once I start dating someone, I listen to the type of
Music
music
that they listen
Yeah.
to.
No,
I was in my Michael Jackson era, now I'm in
your
Limpopo.
playlist makes no sense,
Yeah,
bro.
Mine too, like you go through.
No, I'm saying your playlist
Yes,
makes no
not yours,
sense.
mine. Guys, 1 minute I'm listening to Michael Jackson, the next I want to listen to Karishma.
Because I remember like after we shot Girls Night In, we let Kutlwano hold the remote.
Yeah, you
Oh
guys
wait,
are
was
just
I
like,
there that day?
Yes.
Oh, but they also judged my song. So I can't really judge you.
And she knows all of the lyrics, but nobody else
That's
has
true.
ever
And
heard of the song.
it was literally like Afrobeats and nobody knew.
Because we
just
say we
different.
Afrobeats listeners, but we're probably gonna put like when I tango, I go delete something everybody
Yeah.
knows. She puts all my troubles, all my wahala.
And she knows the lyrics bar for bar.
I have a friendship type. I think I don't actually. I have a friendship not type. Like
Yeah, real.
I know.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
I don't
that
want
one.
to
That
be
one. You should
friends
have
with.
asked not type.
not types are long.
Not type is superficial. Like I don't want a materialistic friend
Yeah.
because they will they will compromise you for that material that they want. So I
Yeah.
don't want somebody superficial. Ideally not an influencer. Praise God.
Real ish.
I said ideally, I just happened to fall in love with you,
Like, I don't know. She's like, ideally, my man must not be an influencer. And then she goes for an influencer. You don't know what you want.
But I mean, like, from here on out, like, it just happened that I fell for you guys,
Yeah.
It just happened.
We understand.
Yeah,
Listen, but we don't judge.
please. But if I choose friends, they would ideally not be influencers, because influencers tend to be, I've learned the hard way that just because somebody has a great personality doesn't mean they have good character. So I don't want to fall into that trap anymore. And as much as I interact with a lot of people on social media, and it's unlikely that I'd become friends with them. Also, somebody who doesn't believe in God, I please. There's nothing we're gonna talk about. I think we're two completely different people, and as much as I can, be cordial and be kind to people, you would never
get me.
You would never get to be my friend. And what else? Yeah, I think that's my friendship not types.
Me type for me, I like guys. I think my friends are winners. Like, I like winners. I like people who win in whatever they do. Like, that's one thing. Like, I think my friendship type is, because like I'm a motivated person. I'm a very motivated person. And if you like, if you're bum, like, I don't like bum niggas. I don't like bum friends.
People bums all day.
Like I'm literally
goals, have ambition.
I'm literally like, I want someone who's like as hungry as I am to live the life they want to live, So I feel like that's my friendship type 1. And then my friendship type 2, my friends are pretty. That's the second thing. I don't think I choose. It just happens to happen. They happen. That this and this and this happens. And, guys, my friends love God. They love God. There's no other way. I never met a friend who says, I'm not a lover of Christ. Because, like, literally, like, when we have conversations, it's hard to talk and have deep, meaningful conversations without, like, bringing up God in the conversation. So, now if I have someone who doesn't understand that,
Maybe you attract who you are somehow.
I want to say, like, the bad character thing also is very true, because even if you don't realize it, the people that you associate yourself with are a reflection of who you are. And I feel like I've been friends with people in the past where, to me, they never did anything bad to me personally. But the way outside people looked at them, it made me look bad. But I still didn't care. I'm still friends with them. It's just that we're not close anymore. But I do realize how their lifestyles should have never been something I associated myself with, you get me? So I think, also, you don't even know her. But also, I feel like that goes back to like when you know someone, it doesn't even matter how people view them. And you sometimes learn to see, because people do things for whatever reason why they do it, And for outside people, they will never see it the way that you see it. So if you feel like you really love your friend, it's fine. But try not to associate yourself with people.
I agree. I think, dude, if you're aware that, sometimes people can, come up with nonsense just out of jealousy. So I think that is also possible. But as long as you don't present yourself in alignment with what people say about, with the bad things that people say about you, then it makes sense. But also, I think sometimes as girls, like, we have a savior complex where it's like, I can save her.
But also, I feel like...
but you really can't.
There's an instance where, like, I saw what people were talking about. And I think that broke down our friendship, But in a sense, like, she was still a good person. She's still a good person. It's just that she was the type of person who will do anything for money. It's not like that she sold me or anything, but it was something that she did that I realized, okay. But it was just a thing of like,
she sounds like
you want to know so bad.
You can't sell yourself for money like that,
But I don't think anybody is a good person until the goodness is tested. So they can be good to you, sure, but I need to see your character be tested outside of our friendship. And if you fail that test, bye.
Yeah, but also like in a sense, it was nothing that had to do with me.
Exactly. That's the point that I'm making.
She said
She was
it
good
doesn't have to do
with
you,
me. Well, but as long as
then
you're
as long
a
as-
questionable person, it's like,
Outside.
Yeah, or sometimes it's important to watch your friend outside of your friendship.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't bring the best out of people, but allow yourself to observe them outside of your
Yeah.
friendship. And if they fail that character test outside of this friendship, then there's
and
no
I
need
feel
to
like I've
continue.
had so many instances where I sometimes wonder if like I'm a judgmental person. But I feel like people take the things that I project for myself and for my life, they want to make it their own. I feel like the same thing that you were saying, how you were trying to change yourself for your friends in high school.
Oh, yeah.
I think my friends, because I was like anti-dating, I was like, oh, I only like white guys. Oh, I only do this. All of them sort of took on that character.
No,
And
really, that's true.
and then it got to a point where like this, I stopped. Why when one person was no longer close to us, she's now living a different life, and I was like, why were you not with this person?
Where were you all along? Wait, just for curiosity's sake.
I was not a bully or
No. Do you still only like white guys?
hell no. Hey, I was white watching. I grew up watching Disney. That's where the problem started.
Disney
was the problem.
Yeah, Disney has
Zac Efron was the problem.
Yeah,
Justin
just
Bieber was the
needed
problem.
that clarity, you know.
I love me. But I would still like to date white
Pasta
guys.
lobster, Joe. Pasta
It's
lobster.
just that I can
Oh,
never go
pasta
through
lobster.
this.
Yo, too much time on TikTok. Guys, can you please help deactivate Kutlwano's TikTok? Just for 1 month. Because she's referencing a meme from how many years ago? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We've had such...
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had such
Thoughts were
a...
digested.
Yeah, thoughts were
Very
really
much.
digested.
3 tears.
Thank you so much,
There's
guys,
so
for
many
coming through. Yes, a lot of tears, which was the point.
Nae, nae,
Which
namsabula.
was really the point. Thank you guys so much for watching. Since we are on memberships, you guys know we post every Monday at 3 p.m. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, you know what you must do. You must turn on post notification. She said it.
Yeah.
The whole shebang.
And-
And if you
yes.
guys want to see them on our couch again, please comment down below. Shout them out, guys. Go watch the
Girls'
show.
Night In.
Girls Night In. But I'm sure like
They
by
got
this
like a festive special
Yes,
appearance.
yes. So please go show love and support there. If you are a JST coming from here, going there, please comment pink lilies. Are there such flowers on?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the pink flowers. Go comment pink flowers on their channel.
All right, thank you guys for coming. Bye,
you for having
guys.